I'm not even a Justin Tucker fan, but I'll tell you this: Justin Tucker ruined my day. I'm not even a Ravens fan. I know I like watching Ravens football, but I think Tucker just ruined my day. It was kind of crazy, you know. We had a really wild game with the Steelers and the Bengals. That was crazy. It's a lot. This week was a lot. There's a lot going on with the kickers that need to be talked about. I'm kind of fuming as far as the kicker situation. I don't know if something's in the water. I don't know if they're giving these guys bad Gatorade, but the kickers definitely need to get it together getting into these last weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Shout out to the Wrench Gang. Shout out to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. And, of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream. Yeah, I'm really not sure as far as what's going on with, like I said, these kickers and, you know, just the overall play of you know, professional football this week. Week 13 had some very interesting things, but I feel like for the last few weeks it's been that way. It's, you know, it's weird stuff happening, weird calls being missed. You know, there's no shortage of craziness, and some people will say, "Well, hey Jay, it's Vegas. You know how this goes." And Jay, you know, Tucker, you know, from 42, he normally hits that, but he's having an off game. And I look at you and I say, well, the man's being paid millions of dollars to go out there and hit chip shots, and he misses 2 in a row and ultimately ends up helping the Ravens lose by 6 points. Somebody got to make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to the Wrench Gang. What's going on with y'all? Purple in the building. Shout out to Purple. Holding it down, doing the nails, holding it down. The lead, what up, yo? What's going on with you? Says the Trey says, let's go, Jay. Send them Niners packing. Let's go. Shout out to Scott Collet. What up, man? Liz Cook in the building. Shout out to you, Liz. Good to see you. Glad to see you. George Tucker Downs. What up, George? Teresa. Let's go, Teresa. Ain't seen you in a minute. Glad you're here. Hey, Jay, I'm not sure you remember, but I told you about the character arc for the Bills. I said they will look weak through week 5 and then get red hot when things get together. Jay's got to get positive. You know me. I'm highly critical of the Bills. Y'all know. But I think that's fitting, right? Because if I was just, you know, so gung-ho about the Bills all the time, we wouldn't be able to see any of the, you know, the weaknesses and the challenges they're going through. You know, there's a lane for that. There's people who hype up the Bills every day, and, you know, they you know, kind of don't have an unbiased opinion of them. And then there's me, you know. I pick things apart. I praise when I should. And then obviously, you know, when things are going bad, we talk about it as well. They're doing great now. I like what I'm seeing. A few of the guys are back, and you know, every week is its own game. So now tonight, it's freezing cold. You guys see, I'm in the big coat. I'm in the big, not the big coat, but I'm in a big coat, nice and warm. I got the red Bills hat on tonight. I think it's going to be a good one. I'm ready. It's cold. It's really cold. Lots of snow in the South towns. It's funny, though, because Buffalo really hasn't experienced much snow. But if you are down near the stadium, it's cold, and there's a lot of snow on the ground for sure. Blazers is, yo, Jay, you think it's going to be a low-scoring game because of the snow? I'm not sure. It's quite possible. No Hoodie J? Nah, no Hoodie J. We ain't gonna need Hoodie J tonight. Shout out to Tara. What up, Tara? To say Jay, Tina, and Tara watching from Clymer. Let's go. All the way in Clymer, New York. Cold over here in North Carolina. Yeah, you know, it's winter. Nothing to be too surprised of. I will say this, though. As far as the weather specifically, I think things tapered off as far as, you know, snow-wise, and then leading into, you know, the stadium being cleaned up and everything. You know, what they put together is very, very good. And fortunately, the game didn't have to be flexed or moved to Monday night, so that's pretty good. But they got hammered down there. They got hammered, and so fortunately for us, we get a Sunday night game. 8 inches, 8 inches, but the places like Dunkirk and Fredonia got ridiculous, 35 inches of snow, 40 inches of snow. Watertown, I think got hit with like 37 or something like that, maybe a little more. Kind of crazy for sure. Says I completely respect that, Jay. Being honest and awesome. I'd rather not get this constant copium. We gotta be realists. I just wanted to say I told you so. Listen, y'all know when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I say it. When I'm right, I'm right. I say it. At the end of the day, we've had conversations about Sean McDermott. I'm still raising my eyebrow. Whether or not he's going to be able to get the job done because I haven't seen it yet. But I'm hoping that he does get it done. I think that, this team's going in the right direction. I think at this point, he's learned from his mistakes. I think he's, became better with his clock management. So we'll have to see what, he's able to do in these last weeks and obviously get into the playoffs where it counts the most, right? It's all good. It's all good. And we feel good now. It's wonderful. But in a few weeks, when it gets real cold and we get into these, significant scenarios, how is Sean going to do then? How is Sean going to, prove himself when it comes to achieving greatness? And that's what I'm looking forward to, y'all. That's what I'm looking forward to. You know how we do, 145 viewers, 40 likes. We need to get to 100 before kickoff. We got a big game coming tonight. Make sure you guys hit that like, that thumbs up. We need 60 more to get to that 100 mark. Let's make that happen before kickoff. As far as the votes go, we got 118 votes. Bills holding it down at 85%. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Shout out to Priscilla. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to Ethan. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. Shout out to you, Ethan. Let's go. Let's go. What up, Joseph? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Good to see you. Newman says Bills Lions Super Bowl preview. I'm leaning over there, yo. I'm leaning over there. Shout out to you, Jamie. Holding it down on Facebook. I see you. I'm leaning towards it. It looks good. I do think the Lions are going to have an issue in the Eagles, though. I do. I think, the Eagles are starting, and I give the Eagles my crap just because, but no, I think the Eagles are starting to really, get some big momentum, and that may be, a real challenge for the Lions coming into their potential, Super Bowl appearance. On the flip side, there's a lot of interesting things going on with the AFC. Yeah, people don't want to say the Steelers have a solid chance, but I do. Look at the Steelers. Look at what they're doing. They put up 44 points against the Bengals, and yeah, the Bengals are having their issues, but still, 44 points and all those points in the first half, it's kind of crazy. But then also the Steelers allowed Joe Burrow to put up 38, so that says a lot about their defense and what they're allowing to happen. My point is anything can happen. You just don't know. And I think the AFC right now is really, really not wide open, but there's a lot of football still left. And then obviously getting to the playoffs, it's all going to come down to heart. There's a lot of talent out there. There's a lot of individuals that are balling right now. And yeah, you get it. You get it. Shout out to Sassy. What up, yo? What's going on with you? Shout out to you. Jeff King in the building. Shout out to the legendary Jeff King. Says, let's go get this Buffalo. Jay, always a pleasure. And for those with foul mouths, purple don't play. Shout out to you, Jeff. I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We had a great turkey, good mac and cheese, great mash, pies, and all kinds of wonderful stuff. It was great. It was great. I'm still full from Thanksgiving, yo. I'm still full from it. Shout out to Mark Bonds as well as Enter My Matrix for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to you, Josh Hawkins. What up, yo? Good to see you, man. Dante says, listening on the drive home from Sunday Funday activities. Keep up the great work. Shout out to you, Dante. Drive safe out there, my friend. Good to see you. Chris Shea, what up, man? What's going on with you, bro? DZ says West Seneca, Daytona. Okay. West Seneca in the building. Super Bowl prediction: Lions 25, Bills 28. Interesting. All right. Listen, I'm trying to reserve myself from the Super Bowl discussions, right? We got some weeks to go. Then we got to get through the playoffs. It's great to have some optimism, and it's great to look forward to things that could potentially happen. But there's a lot of work that needs a lot of work and a lot of things that need to be figured out as far as chemistry. And I think from a defensive point of view, I think KC being one of the major topics. We know that KC is the Bills' kryptonite in the playoffs, right? Winning against KC in the regular season is great. But when you have people saying that it's the Bills' Super Bowl, I think that leads to some fuel that gets put on the flame. And so, are you going to be able to keep the flame going, or, will they douse that flame going into the playoffs? That's the real question. The energy needs to be high. The chemistry needs to be there. Sean McDermott is going to have to play chess instead of checkers going into the playoffs, especially against Kansas City, if it gets to that point. And then I will be proven wrong. And I'll be happy to be proven wrong because I want to see good things happen. I want to see Sean McDermott lead this team to the Super Bowl. And, I will give Sean McDermott his flowers, but not a moment before. We got to see it. He's got to get it done. This is his 7th year now. 7th year. Yeah, he's got to get 8th year. Got to get it done. All right. DZ says, can't listen to anyone else, bro. You're fam now, like a Von Miller for us. Shout out to you, DZ. I appreciate you. Let's go. Says, I need the Bills to win tonight. It'd be hilarious to see San Francisco freeze the NFC South, except for my Bucks lost, so my Bucks can take the NFC South title from ATL. It'd be so funny to see ATL choke it away. Yeah, Cousins gets in those kind of moments, doesn't he? Kind of interesting. Thoughts on the Eagles looking real? Listen, I just said it. I think the Eagles are the true team that's going to give the most of a challenge to the Lions, and they could very well, be in a good position to make a Super Bowl run. And so then you're asking yourself this question, right? If we're going through realistic scenarios and what we think could happen, let's say Bills, Lions, Bills, Eagles, KC. We don't want to hear it, but hey, we could say KC, Lions, KC, Eagles. How about a super crazy one, right? Going way into the bag. Steelers, Lions, right? I mean, you got a few scenarios there. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird for sure. But like I said, we got some games to go. We got some weeks to go. I'm excited for it. We're at 70 likes, y'all. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. We need 30 more now. 30 more likes. 30 more thumbs up to get to that 100. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up. I appreciate the love and support as we prepare for kickoff here, ladies and gentlemen. Your 49ers and the Bills. Bills 9-2. 49ers 5-6. Bills are favored by 6.5 at home in the snow. I think that's disrespectful, to be honest. I think that's a little low. It's snowing out there. It's cold. This is Bills territory. 6.5? Oh no. I think you should give him at least 10. At least 10. But hey, there it is. Ryan Allen, what up, yo? Shout out to you, Ryan Allen. Good to see you. Shout out to the Wrench Gang and the family holding it down. June said, did you see the hit on Trevor Lawrence? Yeah, I posted it. I put it on the shorts for you guys. A lot of people were upset about it. There were some individuals that said, hey, he should have slid sooner. He put himself in that situation. I think as the defense, when the quarterback slides, how to adjust to it, how to anticipate it. Some players care, some players don't care. And I think, Aziz didn't care. And so, unfortunately for Trevor Lawrence, he took a big shot, a nasty shot. And, those are the kind of plays that are life-changing. Those are the kind of hits that, can definitely alter your career if you're not able to bounce back from it. Without a doubt, I do think that he will get fined. Do I agree with it? No, I don't agree with the hit. But here's the problem with it, right? I can't say that he's wrong for it because he was already in motion. And it's very difficult to move out of the way or change something when you're already in motion and, when you're about to hit anybody. And so, unfortunately for Trevor, because he's a quarterback, it is more significant. But if that would have happened to a running back or a wide receiver, nobody would really say anything, or a tight end, nobody really have much to say. The problem is it's Trevor Lawrence. He's a quarterback. He gave himself up, but he gave himself up too late. And so I think that's why, it was made more significant than what it would normally be. So, yeah, I get it. But at the same time, it's football. It's football. And, if you're going to slide, you got to make sure that, you're doing that in a timely fashion so that you don't put yourself in harm's way. So there you go. Shout out to Reverend. What up, yo? What's going on with you? Let's go. Reverend in the building. William Nicholson, what up, man? Shout out to you. Good to see you. Ninja Cat says my Super Bowl pick is Vikings versus Bills. Yes, you can call me crazy for it. Right? I mean, we ain't really talking about the Vikings, right? I mean, it's something that could. You never know. Shout out to Luann. Bills Mafia in the house. Says 38-20 dub, even in the snow. Okay. Shout out to Ira. What up, man? Good to see you. Tom. Yo, Jay, my 49ers versus your Bills. Good luck. Good game. It's difficult to determine what could have happened when sitting on the sideline. That time move a whole lot different when you're on the field, without a doubt. And I think, that's the reality of it. A lot of people, like I said, they're upset about it. A lot of people mad about it. But I think at the end of the day, there's only so much you can do when you're in motion and you're in the moment. With that said, I think the most important part is Trevor Lawrence being okay. Hopefully he recovers and, he's able to get back out there and play his game. So there you go. Shout out to Rebecca. Mafia Mod of Buildings. This looks clear enough to have the drone show. Hopefully they do, right? I want to have a clear field. I want no excuses. Well, the Bills only won because it was cold and there was snow on the field. Now, clear that snow off the field and let them get beat in the cold Buffalo. Let them get beat in the cold Buffalo on an almost dry field. That's what I want to see. We're at 94 likes, y'all. 94 likes. We need 6 more to get to that 100. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Can we do 200 before kickoff? We got some time. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Edgardo, what up, man? Says, let's go Bills Mafia. Shout out to Kathy. Good to see you. Everett says, love the snow. I like the snow. I don't love the snow when I got to get out there and use that snow blower and that shovel. That's when the loving goes away. Shout out to Leave My Freedom Beast, as Leso Vegas hasn't gotten to the refs too. Now listen, y'all. Shout out to y'all for getting us to that 100 likes. Let's keep it going. I'll tell you this. We got to get back to football being fun, right? Remember when football was fun? We didn't care about the refs. We didn't talk about Vegas as much. We didn't talk about all these different things that has taken away from the joy and the fun of the game. And yes, there's a flip side to that. Shout out to you, Grace. Good to see you. There's a flip side to that. You can say, well, Jay, it's the gambling and it's all this, that, and the third. And, they did it. It's about the money. And I think at the end of the day, once you remove the money and, when you stop betting on the games and, you stop looking at it from the point of you needing a player to do this because you about to miss one leg on your parlay, I think you can have more fun with the game. I think you can kind of remove all the anxiety that shouldn't be there. We know there's anxiety when it comes to just the game in general. So why add the money show to that, or the money effect? And that's just my take on it. We know that the NFL is a business. We know that they have entertainment in their business description. So let's have fun with it. Let's enjoy it for what it is. And, no worries tonight. No worries tonight. Let's have a good time and, watch some good football and some potential snow. Shout out to Jameis. I'm just so happy to be blessed to call this game in some snow. Shout out to you guys. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for kickoff here. We got a few minutes to go before we get ready. Alexander says Steelers versus Lions Super Bowl. Very interesting. Okay. Jeffrey says loved the Buffalo snow in the Philippines. Grab a 12-pack and watch the madness. Go Bills. Shout out to you. Sports plus gambling. What could go wrong? That's a good question. What could go wrong? Everett says sucks because I'm working. I was looking forward to this game. Let's go Bills. Let them cook. Chris Shea says I don't gamble. Only friend to friend. I just want my Bills to win. That's it. Let's go. We're getting ready for kickoff. We are getting ready for kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, I do think that we're going to see the run game get going. Maybe some short passes. Allen, he'll throw in the snow. He'll throw in the cold. He's not worried about it. So we'll have to see what Joe Brady basically puts together as far as, for the package and, who's able to show up in that field. I will question Keon Coleman. Is he ready for this game in the snow? I do think, that's one of the things that I'll be looking forward to. Matt Milano coming back, how he's going to be out there defensively. Those are the kind of things I'm definitely going to be looking forward to. I just have fun betting, but I don't use a lot of money to bet. As long as I make enough to bet for the whole season, I'm happy. Shout out to you, Grace. Listen, I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with betting. I'm just saying, if people complain about the game because of betting, I think they're missing the point. That's what I'm saying. If you go and bet, go ahead and bet. We don't hate on nobody getting a bag. But if you complaining because the player you bet on only got 38 yards and you needed 40, well then, hey, there it is. James Walker, what up, man? Shout out to you, bro. Chris H says, I think the Bills end the season 13-3 for the season. All right. One loss. All right. Milano's been out for so long. Yes, he has. He has. And we got it snowing out there. Snowing on field. Cold out there. Listen, I'm cold right now. So I can imagine how it is in the stadium with that wind swirling. With that. Listen, I'll be honest with y'all. Like I said earlier, I was kind of upset. Not even upset. I was kind of aggravated in regards to, these kickers. And I'd say tonight, just go ahead and keep Bass on the sideline and just go for it. I think that's the reality of it tonight. Shout out to Kirsten. What's going on with you? They don't have a heated field? No, they do not. Bills are already in their prime. No Dion, and that is not even their final form. Shout out to JJ. Good to see you. Let's go. JJ in the building. Jay plowed them out. Shout out to you, Eric. I see you, bro. Always coming through in the clutch. Let's go. As far as the votes go, we got 210 for the Bills at 81%, holding it down. We are currently 81 away from that 200 on the likes. Shout out to you guys. Let's keep that going. Also, quick shout out to Carolyn for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. We heat the field with the energy from physical impacts. Yeah, that's what does it. All right, y'all. We're getting ready for kickoff here. We are getting ready for kickoff. Pre-game stuff is wrapping up as we get ready to get started. John Brown says, what up, Jay? Iowa in the house. Looking forward to a purity game. Mafia for life. Let's go, John. Shout out to you, bro. Okay, fine. Dallas -2, Buffalo 0. What? What's going on? Talking about Dallas. All right. Think Cooper Rush is going to do something, huh? Interesting. All right, y'all. Here we go. 49ers will be sending it out to the Bills. It is snowing. It is cold. It is football weather. It is game time. And here we go. 49ers send it to the Bills. It's going to be taken here from the 1. Gets all the way up to the 20. Makes a cut and will go down about the 22. And that's where the Bills will start. 1st and 10, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Allen, James Cook, Mac Hollins, Amari Cooper, and Khalil Shakir. Dawson Knox out on the field. And here we go. Shout out to Gay Smasher. What up with you? Good to see you. Cedar Key, Florida, Bills Mafia in the house. And here we go. 1st and 10 as we have motion. Allen takes a snap. Pressure comes. Quick throw left side. And that is going to go nowhere. No gain on the pass to Shakir. 2nd and 10 on the play. 49ers defense closing out very, very fast. And so, like I said, I do think we're going to see a lot of the, short passes running. I don't really, foresee Allen going deep unless it's an absolute need. We'll have to see. We'll see what Joe Brady's drawing up here, and he's going to have to make sense of obviously the cold weather, the snow. There's a lot to fight through in the elements as Shakir motions here. 49ers showing a 4-man rush, handoff to Cook, and this is going to be a run for 2 yards now. 3rd and 8 coming up. 3rd and 8 coming up. The Ice Bowl. Yeah, man. Shout out to Sassy. Trent Williams is out. Aaron Banks is out. Jordan Elliott's out. Nick Bosa is out as well for the 49ers. And here we go. 3rd and 8 for these Bills. And once again, the Bills had an issue over the last few games as far as executing on these long 3rd downs. So we'll have to see what they would pull off here as Allen's back in the shotgun. Coleman motions, and that's going to be a jump here. It looks like maybe a false start, and that's going to bring them back 5 yards. 3rd and 13 as the Bills get pushed back to their 19. False start. Running's going to be tough. Yeah, and that field's going to feel like concrete. So best believe if you're running out there, get your yards and slide if you need to. Angel, what up? What's going on with you? Shout out to Wendy Lee. Good to see you. Jeff in the building. What up, Jeff? Shout out to you, Jeff. I see you, bro. All right, here we go. 3rd and 13 as Allen takes a snap. Pressure comes. Looks around. Passes to the left side. That's going to be caught here by Johnson. And he'll pick up about 9 yards, leading into a 4th and 4. And Bills will punt 3 and out. 3 and out. Angel, what up? What's going on with you? Legendary in the building. What's up, Legendary? I see you, yo. So, like I said, we talked about it. This happens over the last few weeks. We've seen, these 3rd and long situations. The big problem that I have with it is, like I said, Allen, they kind of take away Allen's ability to improvise in the first, half of the game. And then they unleash him in the second half. And I would like to see more of it happen in the first half because you don't have these, significant 3rd and long situations and not take away from the Bills' momentum. But here we go. Martin's going to send it out back to these 49ers. Good punt, sent back to about the 25. 49ers get all the way up to the 33, it looks like. 36, I apologize. And that's where they will start. 1st and 10 for the 49ers. Craig Dermott, what up, man? Shout out to you, bro. Good to see you. Penguin Slides. Yeah, Penguin Slides, Kirsten. Shout out to you. Thaddeus, what up, man? Good to see you. Says, imagine not hitting that like. Yeah, imagine not hitting the like. Getting us to that 200, y'all. We need 64 more likes, 64 more thumbs up. Make sure you guys hit that like, that thumbs up. I appreciate the love and support. As we keep it going, we are 64 away from 200. Let's keep it going. 1st and 10 here for the 49ers after the punt. Purdy out there directing traffic. Bill showing a 4-man rush. Slips on the motion as Jennings tries to get it together. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw. This is going to be caught by Kittle. 8 yards in the catch. Is now 2nd and 2 at the 49ers 45. Put up my Christmas lights today on the palm trees and a big Bills light spelled out across the top of the rooftop. Let's go. We got the tree a couple days ago, decorated it. Very nice tree. I'll probably take a picture for you guys and put it on the community chat. Very nice tree, decorated. Looks beautiful. It's one of the best trees I think I've bought in my lifetime. Looks very good. I'll see you guys, or I'll put up a picture of it for you guys. So here we go. Handoff up the middle here, and that's maybe a gain of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 1 now as McCaffrey tries to get the run going. They'll give him a yard on the play. Sassy says, defense, got to step up. It's 3rd down, and you guys know what that means. 3rd and 1. Bills need to get a stop here as we approach the 11-minute mark here in this first quarter. Purdy back under center. Motions back. And here we go. 5 seconds on the play clock. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to be 6 yards on the carry for McCaffrey. Gets the first down. They'll get to the Bills 48. Clock just under 11 minutes here in this first quarter. Shout out to Patrick says, I've been a Buffalo fan since 1990. Let's go. Let's go. Chiefs 2025 champs says, you guys already know the story. We own you guys in a playoff three-peat easy Super Bowl. I mean, I don't really know. You almost lost to the Broncos and the Raiders and the Panthers, and those ain't teams that you supposed to almost lose to. So quick run here by McCaffrey as he'll pick up huge gain, 19 yards on the play. He'll get down to the Bills 29 as it's now 1st and 10. And so we talked about this, right? The exploitation of the Bills defense when it comes to the run. We know there's going to be significant gaps. Who's going to close those gaps? Who's going to be able to step up and get the stops that, you know, the Bills defense needs on the run? McCaffrey's a hell of a running back. You're going to need some power to stop him. But you got to find somebody that's going to, you know, basically close that gap so that he doesn't pick up those big gains. Bend, but don't break defense. That's what the Bills need right now. Another handoff here right up the gut as they go to Mason now. He picks up 11 yards on the carry, and he'll get down to the Bills 18, 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Says J3 and out. Just joining. Shout out to me. Good to see you. We've been here before. We've been here before. Kirsten says, what three-peat are we talking about? I mean, they've been trying to act like they have a righteous claim to the Super Bowl every year when that's not the case. You still have to earn it. But here we go, 1st and 10 at the 18. As Purdy's under center, they go back to the handoff, and that will be gain of maybe a yard here for McCaffrey. 2nd and 9 at the Bills 17. So, like I said, bend but don't break defense, right? You're at the point now where obviously they'll have an opportunity to score, hold them to a field goal. Are they going to kick in this weather? I'm not sure. But hold them to a field goal and just don't let them score a touchdown. Here we go, 2nd and 9 as we're down to 8 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here in this first quarter. Purdy directing traffic. McCaffrey motions. Throws out to the flat right side. McCaffrey tries to cut back in, gets 2 yards in the play. It's now 3rd and 7 at the Bills 15. Kirsten, you got to earn it, without a doubt. You have to earn it. Craig says, block the kick. Listen, there's a couple block kicks today. you got an opportunity out here in these conditions, so block that kick. Hong Kong says, go Niners, go. Okay. I see you 49ers fans in the house. Let's go. 3rd and 7 here for these 49ers. They're trying to pick up 7 yards, get this first down. A lot of snow on the field now. It's really starting to come down as Purdy takes a snap. Pressure comes. Quick throw. Incomplete to McCaffrey. They weren't on the same page as he didn't know where that ball was going. And this will force the 49ers to go ahead and kick a field goal at 7 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock. So good defense from the Bills. Getting the stop there. Hold them to a field goal. And we'll have to see if Moody can put it through. Bob says a win is a win. Chiefs 11-1 and have a playoff berth at game 12. Well, we're not going to go there today. Dude, we're talking about these 49ers and the Bills. Field goal is up right through the middle, and it is good. Score is now 3-0. 49ers strike first in the snow. In the snow. Let it snow. I can't sing, y'all. I'm not doing it. Shout out to you, Blake, as well as Marietta Starr for liking the stream on Facebook. I appreciate you guys. We're at 162 likes. 162 likes. We need 38, y'all. 38 more likes, 38 more thumbs up to get to 200. If you have not, make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell. Turn on your notifications so that way you don't miss a stream. A kid that likes a lot of stuff says, low key, I can see a 49ers upset, but no too many injuries. In the snow. Chiefs 25 champ says, Buffalo who? No Super Bowls. Overrated, overhyped, Josh Allen, another Trubisky, mixed Lamar, bum, no rings. It's like he just mixed a whole bunch of words together to make him sound happy about what he said. He's like, I know, I'll put this together. That'll do it. That'll do it. He'll be upset and freak out because I said this. Once again, I need you to pay attention to the last 3 games and then go look at the next 3 games. And I don't want to hear no complaints when they get dog walked in the next 3 games. I want you to be right back over here apologizing for your word salad. Shout out to you, Craig. The word salad. I'm going to put all these words together. That'll do it. Says no Bills, not amigo. Niners all the way. I see you, Darth. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Talk does not count for points. That is true. Shout out to Perry coming through with the $20 super chat donation. Shout out to you, Perry. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Much love. Much love. Thank you for the $20 super chat donation. Let's go. Chris TV says Casey are too busy getting the white glove treatment. Yo, that's been the thing. The white glove treatment. Shout out to Santino Lombardo. Shout out to you holding it down on Facebook. I appreciate you guys. Michael, what up, man? This is Love and Snow Game from Thailand. Let's do this. Bills 31-13. Okay. I see you. I see you. If you're on Facebook, make sure that you share the stream with your friends and family as well. Make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up. Let's get it going here. So the score is 3-0. 49ers kick a field goal, and they'll be sending it back to the Bills here with 7 minutes and 41 seconds left in this first quarter. Lots of snow on the field now. It's starting to pick up in Orchard Park, so we'll have to see how that affects the game moving forward as the 49ers will send it back to the Bills. What do you mean the Bills need humbling? Shh. Shh. As this is going to be bobbled and then just down here in the end zone. Bills will start at their 31st and 10. All right, y'all, get it together. We know it's cold out there. No mistakes. And, the first, it's funny because the first snow game for the Bills is always interesting, right? It's always fun, always crazy stuff. So, you can't freak out. You just got to, let the game progress and, just let the game go through what it's supposed to. It's going to be the ups and downs, roller coaster moments. We know how this goes, but keep the faith. Keep the faith. John Brown says, Jay, where can I get that hat? I ain't going to say their names because they ain't sponsoring us yet. I'll just let you know that it's a very significant hat brand that provides this hat. It's going to be a run here for Davis for 1 yard, 2nd and 9 at the Bills 31. Niners need this game bad. Bills don't need it. That's not true. Bills need this for seeding purposes. So I'd say it's a very significant game for sure. Snow globe game. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, Jim. 2nd and 9, 7 minutes on the clock and rolling here in this first quarter. We're down to 10 seconds here on the play clock as Allen directing traffic. Shakir motions. 49ers showing a 4-man rush. As Allen takes a snap, pressure comes. Allen steps up, in trouble, gets out of it, rolls right, has all the time in the world, and will throw it down the field, broken up, incomplete at the last second. Try to get it to Shakir as sliding away into the into the sideline. Incomplete, 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. It's the magic hat. Niners better not choke this game. Well, Miguelito, I'm not sure. I know. As far as for the Bills, you're in your home. You play through these elements. This is a game that you should be ready to go for. 3rd and 9. Pressure. Allen looking. Once again, throws high, incomplete. Flags on the field. Illegal contact on the defense. 1st and 10 for the Bills. They get to the 36. Sam, shout out to you, Sam. Let's go, yo. Buffalo should be playing way better in the snow, you'd think, but every snow game they get snubbed. Well, I did say earlier that, there's a few individuals who obviously just came over and or this season, and, they may not be used to the snow, or they never really played in significant snow. And so, they're going to have to get adjusted as this game goes on. And so I think that's, what you're going to see. Some of these, individuals, they don't really know how to run through the snow. And, so you might have to make a sliding catch. You never know. But here we go. 1st and 10, Allen under center. As this is going to be a handoff here. Left side makes a nice cut, picks up 8 yards as Johnson gets going. And they're now at the Bills 44, 2nd and 2. Shout out to Hipsa. What up? What's going on with you? Christ says, let's go play in some snow. Tell me how easy it is, right? It's never easy. It's never easy. It's not easy to walk through snow, let alone run through it in some cleats. Blind says, do you know the Texans play the Ravens on Christmas Day and it is on Netflix? I do. Hopefully Netflix has that figured out. 2nd and 2 as Allen hands off to Cook here, left side, and maybe gain of a yard. Going to be just short here of the 1st down. The snow's coming down, y'all. The snow is coming down. That field looks icy as ever, and that snow is coming down. 3rd and 1 for these Bills. Trying to pick up the 1 yard, get the 1st down. We're down to 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the game clock. Allen's just going to keep it, run up the middle, and he'll get the 1st down. So Bills at the 47, 1st and 10. Snow's coming down. Feels looking icy. It's cold out there. This is going to get tricky, right? Joe Brady is definitely going to be tested here as far as, trying to figure out the play calling with these conditions. Who's going to step up? Who's going to be able to do what? Who's he going to trust to make the play in these kind of conditions? Here we go. 1st and 10 as Allen motions Cook. Allen takes a snap. Pressure comes. Looking. Steps up, throws, and that's going to be caught by Morris here. 15 yards in the play. They'll get down to the 49ers 38, 1st and 10. Great play, great design. Good catch. Morris for 15 yards. Harder being a fan than a player. Really? What's the wind chill, Jay? Listen, it's pretty cold. I do, for some reason, I seen earlier it was around like 15. I'm sure it changed in the stadium because of the wind and everything. It's cold. 1st and 10 here for the Bills as we have motion. They go back to the handoff, and that's going to be a huge loss here for the Bills as they lose 4 yards. 49ers defense snuffed that one out very, very fast. And these are the kind of moments where Allen's going to have to figure out, okay, maybe I need to, keep it myself and call the audible and, try to avoid these kind of significant moments because you don't want to go backwards in the snow. That is a fact. Shout out to Tina. Let's go, Tina. Shout out to you and Tara holding it down all the way in Clymer, New York. Let's go. 2nd and 14 for these Bills. 5 seconds on the play clock. Allen takes a snap. Pressure comes. Throws on a slant. Nice catch here. That's going to be to Shakir for 8 yards. And the Bills will get to the San Francisco 34. It's now 3rd and 6. Please get a 1st down. I do not want Bass kicking a long field goal in the snow. Please get a first down. Hipson says, ever since Joe Brady became offensive coordinator, Bills have been a better team and a more creative offensive team. God bless Joe Brady. Shout out to you, Hipson. I agree. Joe Brady has been doing great. The only gripe I think that I have is, they've kind of really changed Josh Allen's ability to improvise. And for the most part, I think that's going to be my biggest issue. But hey, for the most part, he's been doing great. But he's going to keep it now on the run. Hits that left side, and he will get to about, it looks like the 26, maybe? And then we call it a first down. There it is, first down. So, and that's what you need, right? We talked about it earlier. Those third down situations, Josh Allen being able to improvise, run, pick up the first down. He was able to do it there. I like what I'm seeing. Those are the kind of moments where you're going to need him to say, okay, it's not there to throw. I can run. I can pick up the 2 or 3 yards. It is cold out there. It looks like he did hurt his hand, unfortunately. That is not good. That left hand looks to be hurt. He's fighting through it as he's going to toss it here to Cook. Right side, makes a nice move, gets blasted, but he picks up 4 yards in the carry, 2nd and 6. So Allen's left hand looks to be potentially injured. Now, it could be because of the cold. That is a thing. That ball's like a rock right now. If you're running, you slam your hand into the field, definitely going to hurt. So that could be it. But we're paying attention to the left hand right now of Allen. 2nd and 5. Shout out to you, George. Let's go, yo. 10 seconds on the play clock. Allen under center. Directing traffic. This is going to be a toss here to the left side to Johnson. Makes a nice move and runs out of bounds, but picks up 5 yards before. And now 3rd and 1 at the 49ers 18. And so, like I said, lots of running, short passes. Allen's, working through that left hand. Looks like it's more so cold than injured, though. I will say that. He'll be fine. He's going to work through it. Hibson says, someone please help my friend. Whenever his team loses, he switches teams, and if it keeps on going before switching, he thinks the thing that matters is how much Super Bowls the team has. Wow. We'll get him some help, Hibson, don't worry. 3rd and 1 here. Handoff Johnson up the middle. Making nice moves as he gets, that's Davis that gets to the San Francisco 5. 13 yards in the carry. 1st and goal for your Bills. Robert says, Jay, if Allen uses his legs in this bad weather game, says the Bills will be fine. It's only a stinger to his left hand. Yeah, it's cold. Nobody wants to get smacked to that ground. 100%. And, it's just the reality of it. But here we go. 1st and goal. 1st and goal for these Bills. Allen back under center. Davis in the backfield. They go back to the handoff. Right side tries to hit that edge, and Davis dives in the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Ray Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Nice run, good blocking, and now the Bills will strike 6-3, pinning the extra point. Beautiful start, getting it going. On the run with Davis. Dives in for the touchdown. Let's go Bills. Says we need Mr. Miyagi to use his magic healing to warm up Allen's hands. Wax on, wax off. All right, here we go. Field goal is up. It's good. Score is now 7-3. All right, Bass. You've got some good things going. Keep it going. Right, Bass made it. You see my face. Ladies and gentlemen, score is 7-3. Bills are up by 4. We have 3 seconds left in this first quarter. Quick timeout. Commercial break. just can't believe he didn't miss it. You know what's funny is this would be the game where Bass hits all his field goals. He'll hit all his field goals this game just because, it's terrible and nobody expects him to. That's how it goes. Clear day, no wind. He'll miss extra points and, from the 20. And then during a snowstorm, 3-4 inches of snow on the field, he's money. So here we go. Bills will send it back to the 49ers. Hits that right side, still going. And he'll go down at about the 25. 1st and 10 for the 49ers as we get going. What we drinking tonight? A little Fireball? Listen, I haven't had a Fireball in a long time. I used to like it, but now that I've gotten older, it's like, I don't know if they changed the formula, but it just seems like it has more bite than what it used to. It used to be a little smoother. But it's just got more bite now. I don't know. Well, maybe it could be me. I don't know. Shout out to you, though. Petagula Sports and Gaming says, I'm a Vikings fan. Okay. Shout out to you. Vikings look decent, without a doubt. Without a doubt. No, Bass nails 61-yarder after missing extra points. Yeah. The fireball gave you heartburn. That's probably what it was. That was the last time I was like, yo. That heartburn hit me, and I was like, yeah, I ain't drinking Fireball no more, yo. Shout out to you guys. We're at 190 likes. We need 10 more. 10 more to get to that 200. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. As we end the first quarter, score is 7-3. Bills up by 4. Shout out to Big T. What up, yo? What's going on with you? John says Bills are him. We got a long game to go. Long game to go. Someone gave me a bunch of gas station mini bottles of Fireball. Definitely not the same or as good as the original. Yeah, I had one of those too. It is not the same. Like, I don't. Well, number one, I don't think you should ever have alcohol in plastic. And those little, mini bottles at the gas station come in plastic. And I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, I don't know if this is right. It's in a plastic bottle. So, I think if you're going to get the Fireball, you got to get it in the glass bottle. That plastic maybe changes the taste. Just saying. John Brown says, Jay, was it last season the Mafia was throwing snowballs in the field? It got real? Yes, it was. It was last season that we seen, Bills Mafia always throws snowballs, but you're talking about last year. And it was also around the same time we seen that kid crying on national TV that we had to disown from Bills Mafia. Shout out to Ogan Bertrand. Shout out to you, man. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's a lot of different writing there. And it's a phone number, so it's probably spam. I got to go ahead and block that. Marion says, Jay, my girlfriend is disappointed. Her Bengals lost, but she's cheering on the Bills right now, so let's go Bills. Marion, I told you, bro, you got to get her a Bills jersey. Once the Bengals don't make the playoffs, just go ahead and get her a Bills jersey. That way she can wear them with you, and wear the jersey with you, and then she might just convert over. Here we go, 1st and 10 for these 49ers. They're at the 25. Little fakery here. Play action, quick throw on a screen. Gets it over to the left side. McCaffrey, plenty of space. And he'll pick up 12 yards in the play. 1st and 10 for the 49ers at their 37. Angel says, Jay, what do you think on Saquon being better than Henry? Is he better than Henry? I mean, come on now. Is he better? I get that Saquon definitely has a little bit more in the tool bag, but is he actually better? 1 or 2 games don't make you better. I'm just saying. But here we go. Handoff here. Right side now is McCaffrey picking up steam. 12 yards in the play. 1st and 10 at the 49. Patty says, defense, wake up. I agree. Chris says, I'm wearing Bills gear head to toe, even the slippers. I see you, bro. He says he's Bills Mafia out. If you're buying booze in plastic bottles, lottery scratch-offs, and no-name smokes, you're probably from Buffalo. What? Yeah, this man's tripping. This man's tripping, y'all. I almost lost myself for a minute there. Here we go. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. I don't know nobody that's buying no names in Buffalo. But here we go as Purdy rolls to that left side, 3 yards on the gain, 2nd and 7. As it's now they're at the Bills 48, 13 minutes and some change here left in the second quarter. Raw power goes to Henry. I agree. Do you think the Bills did a good thing to give away Diggs? Yeah, I think the Bills are a better team without Diggs, without a doubt. Chiefs are officially the luckiest team in the NFL. I mean, that's subjective, as they say. 2nd and 7, handoff again. Big gain here from McCaffrey. If Rapp did not bring this man down, this would have been a 49ers touchdown. 18 yards on the carry for McCaffrey. They'll get to the Bills 30. Bills defense, this run defense, we've been saying it for the last 3 games. If you have a quality running back, you are able to find these gaps here and get through this defense. And the big problem is the Bills not being able to close them. Now, fortunately, right, you avoid the touchdown, but, are you going to be able to stop those later in the game? That's the real question. How efficient are you going to become, as they will get a good stop here on this delayed handoff to Mason, loss of 4 yards. So back up the 49ers to the 34, 2nd and 14. But, it's those big gains that are definitely going to be an issue as the game progresses. So now the 49ers backed up to the 34, 2nd and 14, and we're down to 11 minutes. Marion says, Jay, I'm going to get her a Bills jersey this Christmas and make her happy. But, Jay, you're right. She did try to make me a Bengals fan. I mean, listen, I keep telling you, man, just, go get that jersey. And, just, hey, you're watching the Bills game. Hey, put in your jersey. Well, we'll watch the Bills game together. We'll have matching jerseys. The ladies love that. They love the matching stuff. As Purdy throws deep here, and that's going to be a pick, but there's a flag down on the field. So I'm not sure if this is going to be the 49ers for holding or if this is going to be a defensive pass interference on the Bills' defense. So we'll have to see what they make the call here. And they're going to call illegal contact on the Bills' defense, 1st and 10 for the 49ers. And they'll be at the Bills' 29. So Hamlin got the pick, but he also had the illegal contact. So we'll scratch off that interception. It looked good. It looked good. Says, yep, like I said, 49ers were only going to last 1 quarter in this snow. Jay out here being Dr. Phil. Shout out to you, War. What up, man? So, Jay, howdy. We're here in Washington. Great to see you. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Bills Mafia. Get her a Thurman Thomas jersey. Yeah, it's a few different ones for sure. Little toss here, right side, and McCaffrey was kind of limping. I'm not sure what's going on with McCaffrey. He's running off the field. He lost 5 yards. He was limping before the play, so he may have to get checked out. Trying to see here on the replay. It looks like he may have made a bad step. But he was limping here. It may be something to do with the left leg. 2nd and 15. Cramp? No, I'm not sure. It is quite possible, though. But here we go. 2nd and 15. And they're going to blow this here dead. False start on the 49ers. 2nd and 20. Or delay of game, rather. Says he got a rock in his sneaker. Happens to me all the time. What? My glasses on. I'm rooting for the wrong team. Yo, you guys are hilarious. 2nd and 20. I'm starting to lose my voice, y'all, already. Already start losing my voice. Shout out to the blue cheese. You already know we don't do ranch. All right, here we go. 2nd and 20 as Purdy takes a low snap. Pressure comes. Quick throw. Just checks it down here. And that's going to be caught by Samuel. Pickup of maybe 6. 3rd down. Look like a Charlie horse. You know, it's hard to tell in that snow because you can do a lot. You can twist your ankle. You know, there's a lot of different things that can happen in that snow for sure. For sure. Blue cheese only. Let's go. Angel says, Bills are going to go to the Super Bowl against Eagles or Lions. Quite possible. 3rd and 14 as there's going to be a handoff here. They go to, this looks like Mason. They go back to Mason here. 6 yards on the carry. 4th and 8 at the Bills 27. 9 minutes on the clock, and it looks like they'll go ahead and kick a field goal. So Moody's going to come back out, try and make it a 1-point game with 9 minutes and some change here in the second quarter. And is at the 27, so we'll have to see here. It's a little windy. That snow's coming down at the 27 here. And here we go. Just under the 9-minute mark in this second quarter, 5 seconds on the play clock. Good snap. Kick is no good. Wide left. Score stays 7-3. Bills will take over on downs, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Faked injury to go to the locker room to warm up. What professional is doing that? That's crazy. What professional is doing that? I mean, I could probably see Anthony Richardson doing that. Coach, is too cold. Bring in the backup. I got to go to the locker room. I got to go warm up. I could see Anthony Richardson doing that for sure. Signal myself out and then go in the locker room because it's cold. I'll be back in like 15 minutes. I'll be back in 15, Coach. My wish came true. He kicked like Bass. Hey, at least it wasn't wide right. That's a Bills thing. I mean, you could use that sometimes, but you can't use that today. What about the Vikings and the Packers? Listen, Packers are interesting for sure. Vikings, both those teams are definitely in a good spot. And that's why I said, NFC, we kind of have an idea as far as what could happen. AFC, it's kind of like the same thing, but we know how this works. There's curveballs that are always thrown, no matter what. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Lions will win the Super Bowl. Shane, as long as I've known, I think I've been rocking with you for like 4 years now, maybe 3. We'll go with 3. And it seems like every game I stream, you go against me no matter what. And it's all good. It seems like every game I stream, he goes against me. But it's all good. I could be streaming the Bengals and the Ravens. And they'll be like, Jay, who you think's going to win? I'm like, oh, the Bengals. And he'll be like, the Ravens are going to take it. I'd be like, oh, I didn't even predict in this game. I'm unbiased to it. I'm just calling the game. Whatever Jay thinks, it's not going to happen. Doesn't matter. The Bills should pick him up so they can miss wide right and left. I think we're okay with Bass for now. He's from Pennsylvania State, used to the cold. Yeah, I mean, you could be used to the cold, but is your foot used to that cold kicking in snow? That's the question, my friend. About the Commanders, yeah, I don't think so. McCaffrey is walking back to the locker room. That is a fact, but he is limping as well. So I don't know if he's faking an injury to go get warm, but hey, here we go. Bills. Handoff, Cook, right side, making a move. Plenty of space. Nobody's over there. He's still going. Wide open lane for the touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. James Cook, 65-yard touchdown, and the snowballs are in the air. The snowballs are in the air, and that's how you do it. Great run, great move by Cook. Wide open lane that right side. I don't think anybody was over there. Literally one missed tackle, and he's out of there. He's good for 65, and he'll get the Bills a solid 65-yard touchdown. Beautiful run by James Cook. Bills up now 14-3. Extra point is good. 8 minutes and 38 seconds left in this second quarter. And there you go. There you go. Now we're cooking with grease. Now we're cooking with grease, ladies and gentlemen. And it ain't no dirty grease. That grease is clean. It's been cleaned. We done put in three new jugs of fresh grease. We are cooking, ladies and gentlemen. We are cooking. The kick was good. Tyler Bass, I told you, Tyler Bass going to cook as well. He going to be good in the snow. Score is now 14-3, 8 minutes, 38 seconds left in this second quarter. Shout out to you guys. 207 likes now. Next goal is going to be 250. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up, as we need 43 more. 43 more likes, 43 more thumbs up to hit that 250 mark. Change the grease this afternoon, right? Change that grease. Can't be cooking with the same grease all day. Can't do that. Got to get you some new oil. Some new oil. You need some new oil. James cooked in 8, and now he's going to be ready to finish his plate. We all know how this ends. All right, Ethan, calm down now. Calm down. Yo, Jay, I don't care if Josh Allen don't win the MVP because I want him to win the Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP. You know what? I could potentially see getting all three, right? Could you imagine all three, right? He put in the work, he put in the time and the effort, and he actually gets all three the hard way. That would be amazing. That would be a huge statement there as far as for the talent and everything that he's went through and everything that the Bills franchises went through over the last, 40, 50 years. Man. Huge, without a doubt. Josh is now fighting for love. Haley Steinfeld in his corner. Fighting for love? What? Yeah. Listen, you're not supposed to be fighting for love. The love's supposed to just come natural. All right, let me explain this to y'all real quick on this quick commercial break. Nobody should be fighting for love. Love is supposed to work and be natural. Always remember that. Been fighting for love. What? Could you imagine? I had to fight for her love. What? No, it's supposed to be natural. It's supposed to, the chemistry's there. Everything's there. And you love each other because you love each other. You shouldn't have to fight for it. Shout out to Josh Allen and Haley, though. Here we go. Kick off back to the 49ers as they're going to get here to about the 20 and go down here at the 23, 1st and 10. Shout out to Sassy coming through with the $5 super chat. Shout out to you, Sassy. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $5 donation. Let's go. You think the Bills are going to beat the Lions? I mean, I think it's going to be a very good game if it happens. I think both sides will definitely have their challenges, and it's one to come down to the wire. I think they have a good opportunity for sure. For sure. When you got that much money, you always have people who love you. I mean, I guess, sure, yeah. I guess that goes for like all entertainers, all right? Here we go. Handoff left side here for the 49ers. Plenty of space. Breaking tackles, and Mason, 28 yards all the way down to the Bills 49. Now, listen, I get it's cold out there. Y'all don't want to wrap up. Y'all don't want to tackle people because it hurts, but you need to put two arms around this individual and stop playing around. This is absolutely insane that you would have four people on you and you still picking up another 6 yards. Here we go. 1st and 10, handoff. Once again, they go back to the left side, 4 yards in the carry, 2nd and 6 at the Bills 45. The NFL scriptwriter, what up? What's going on with you? The Bills need to run up that scoreboard in this first half. I agree. Geez, I think the snow is helping them slip and slide forward for bigger gains on the runs. The tackling is a big issue. Shout out to Lee, my friend. Yeah, you got to give them some aggressive hugs. Give them some aggressive hugs. Yeah, that's a fact. Quick throw left side to the flat, caught by Samuel, and he'll pick up maybe a yard here. 3rd and 4 now, so 3rd down. Bills need to make a good stop here on 3rd down. So look at the size of the skins on their feet. It puts the lotion on its skin. Kirsten says, who's giving aggressive hugs? Who's doing that? 3rd and 4. Bills need to get a good stop. You guys are hilarious tonight. It's Sunday Night Football, y'all. Handoff here. Left side now, plenty of space as Mason picks up 6 yards, and that's a 1st down. This is the problem. The run game and being able to stop it is a major issue for the Bills. And we talk a lot about, Bills Lions Super Bowl. Sure, that'd be great. How will the Bills defense stop Montgomery and Gibbs if it happens? Because you can't allow those two individuals to get significant gains or they'll just run on you all game. And they score. They both score. So here we go. 1st and 10. They go back to the run once again, and that's going to be a nice little stop there. No gain on the run for Garendo. 2nd and 10 now at the Bills 37. Y'all, we had so much Thanksgiving food this weekend. Listen to Thanksgiving food. Even the next day. Gibbs. I did. I know it's Gibbs, but I said Gibbs. My bad. They haven't filled that hole, Jay. No, they just won't do it. I don't get it. It's like we know it's open, but we're gonna leave it open. Here we go, 2nd and 10. 6 seconds on the play clock. Purdy back in the shotgun. Takes a snap, pressure, looking, fakes the throw, takes off on the run, and he'll go down after he picks up maybe about a yard. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. Everybody on turkey leftovers and eggnog. What's funny is I've never really been a fan of eggnog. I've had it. Just never been a real fan of it. I don't know what it's about it that I don't like. But it's never been a big fan of it. So here we go. 3rd and 9. We have motion as Purdy looking. Pressure comes, can't get out of it, and he is going to go down. That's a loss of 5 yards. 4th and 14 now. Good defense by the Bills. They're backed up to the 41. This is going to be a long field goal. Shout out to Molly. Says, hey, Jay, just saying hi. Hope all had a great Thanksgiving. Go Bills. Stay warm. I remember going to a game like this one. It was fun. Of course, I was younger then. Shout out to you, Molly. Good to see you. I can't do eggnog, Purple. Yeah, I just can't do it because there's not enough booze in it, Jay. I can't do it. So they're actually going to punt here from the 40. Kick is up. And that's actually a very good punt. That rolls back to about the 2. So great punt. And the Bills take it from the 2, 1st and 10 with 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in this second quarter. Any chance for Cleveland tomorrow? Yeah. I think with the Browns having Jameis Winston if he gives another one of those powerful pregame speeches like he did last week, I think they have a solid chance, without a doubt. We did use new oil on the turkey. That new oil. Oh, this isn't fair. They should give up and go home. Wow. You guys are up 14-3. We're just going to go ahead and take off. The game's over. Shout out to y'all. 220 likes. We need 30 more to get to that 250. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. 30 more to get to that 250 likes mark. Shout out to you guys. As for the votes, 441 votes, 83% for the Bills holding it down. They didn't want their kicker to miss wide right. I mean, once you put your kicker in that kind of situation and kick in the snow and it's windy, you only have two options: punt it or go for it. You're not going to go for it on 4th and 14. So I think that's just the reality of it. I think a big problem too is, you're trying to avoid injuries. You're trying to avoid injuries right now due to the snow, the ice, all that kind of stuff. And so, I think that's the reality of it. We still got a lot of game to go for sure. A lot of game to go. What's your score prediction of the Bills game? I could see like Bills 32, 49ers 13, something like that. Bills 32, 49ers 13. So I don't know. Josh might go for it on 4th and 13. He probably get it too. He crazy, but he ain't that crazy. Not that crazy. We're in a quick timeout commercial break, y'all. Trevor Lawrence wanted to avoid injury, but it was just too fast. I think he should have slid way before he did. It was a delayed slide. That's what I'll say. Getting a snowflake to the eye hurts really bad. Does it hurt? I don't think it hurts. I've been outside and had snowflakes in the eye. And says I think it's going to be 36-13. So yeah, we're right there. We're right there. 32-13, 36-13. Tyrone says just bought a new Arian snowblower I like. Let's go. Handoff here. Cook right side. No gain, it looks like, or no. I can't see the lines anymore. 2 yards on the play, 2nd and 8. They got to try and clean up those lines a little better. Yes, it hurts. I mean, I don't know. Says must have mixed. You guys are wild. So 2nd and 8 here as we're down to the 3-minute mark in this second quarter. Bills trying to put up some more points here before the half as Hollins motions. 5 seconds on the play clock. Allen takes a snap. 49ers bring 4, deep throw, and that's going to be caught by Knox. Still going down the field. He's close to the 40. What a throw and what a catch by Dawson Knox. As that is 39 yards, 44. As it gets to the 44 at their 39-yard catch by Dawson Knox. So what a design there, right? You're backed up to your 3, maybe your 4, and in traffic, 39-yard pass. Beautiful. That's going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. Quick commercial break. 1st and 10 for the Bills. They're at their 44. Yeah, where are the lines? That's what I'm saying, yo. It's like you can see them a little bit, but the numbers are like covered. So snow's definitely coming down. It looked like they were helping him in the end zone. Shout out to Molly, says go Knox. Jay, what are your thoughts on the Ravens-Eagles game? I think Lamar's trying too hard. That's what I think. I think Lamar's trying too hard. I think he's kind of stepped out of the zone of playing his game and letting the game come to him. And I think they've kind of like changed their whole identity as far as, the running the schemes through Derrick Henry. They were more successful doing that. And I think in their minds, they're like, well, their defense figured it out. So we're going to change things around and then go with the throw. And when you put Lamar in the situation and throw more than he runs, or to throw more than, the offensive scheme runs, they kind of run into trouble. And so you'll see a lot of, high passes, overthrown passes, and then they'll try and pick up the yardage in the run. And by that time, it's, it's too late. They got to punt it back to their team. So those are going to be the kind of things that they have to clean up going into the playoffs potentially. And, could be a problem. Could be a problem. I think Lamar is going to peak out this year, and you will see a steady decline from here on out. That's hard to say. I don't want to put a label on on anybody's career, but I do think that if Lamar gets to the playoffs and he just fizzles out in the first round, then we're having the same conversations as far as him not being able to close out and just essentially choking. So. June says Lamar's mechanics are bad. He missed a wide open receiver because he unnecessarily sidearm pass. No discipline. Yeah. So, shout out to Ogv. What up? Says Bills needs to destroy the Niners. Show everybody who is winning the Super Bowl this year. I agree. Thursday, Green Bay, Detroit, Packers, Lions. That's gonna be a good one. Says why doesn't the NFL move this type of game to Detroit or Indy? I think because it's fair, right? Every stadium has their strengths and weaknesses. Bills have always been snow. Miami's got the heat. So, every team has their strengths and weaknesses on their field. As Cook here with another nice run, he'll pick up 18 yards in the carry. And he'll get to the 49ers 38, gets out of bounds, stops the clock at 1:53. Says, Burrow is actually trying too hard. I feel bad for that dude. No, I think Burrow's doing a hell of a job. I think the problem is his team just isn't there, right? You can look great and you still can't win because your defense just can't get it together. And, their defense just allowed, let the Steelers to get too many points. That's the problem. As Cook here with another solid run, he'll pick up 11 yards, get down to the 49ers 27, 1st and 10. Clock rolling at 1:40. Says drive the ball down their throats. It's like Cook is adjusting to the snow well. Yes. Well, he's played in the snow before. So he's good. He's good with the snow. He's ready. Jay, don't we have a new passing coach? I didn't see that. Do we? Fill me in. Because I haven't gotten any updates or any news as far as that goes, if we do. But here we go. 1st and 10, quick throw on a slant. This is caught here by Cooper for 6 yards. As it's now 2nd and 4, we're down to 1:07. Bills will call a timeout. Stop the clock. 2nd and 4 at the 21. Nathan says the snow looks beautiful. It looks beautiful, but it's heavy stuff. Reaction to the Panthers game, I didn't see it. The only games I've seen today, Steelers and the Bengals, Ravens, Eagles. I didn't have a chance to see the Panthers. Doing the Buffalo Patty dance, go Bills. Shout out to you, Michael. No Bosa is a big factor. I agree, without a doubt. You have a individual out there who could definitely change things and create momentum at a high elite level for the defense, and he's not out there for the 49ers. So Bills are definitely getting a great opportunity at that. But I will say this: as much as the Bills have allowed so many yards on the ground, they've been able to stop them from even getting field goals at this point. So minus, the one that was missed. Scores 14-3, minute 7 on the clock before halftime. Bills have the ball at the 49ers 21. It's currently 2nd and 4. Shout out to you, yo. So, yeah, I mean, as far as Bosa, Ayuk, yeah. But, I mean, I don't think you're going to see much out of Ayuk in a game like this because he hasn't been doing much in San Francisco. So, he got paid all that money and then just disappeared. So, what does that say? When is the last time a running back got the MVP? Yeah, there was a good video I seen about this about a week ago. And they were talking about, how the MVP is obviously, quarterback central and things like that. And it would be nice if a running back could get MVP. I think for a running back to get MVP, you've got to, you got to obviously break records, but you have to break the record. You have to break the record to have a chance at that MVP. It is quite possible. You've got, 4 weeks left of games. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. Jeff King says, what are we going to start moving games all over to accommodate everyone? No, this is football. Is Miami going to build an air-conditioned stadium? Not anytime soon. It's football, folks. Shout out to you, Jeff. Yeah, like I said, every stadium has their strengths and weaknesses. And, the only way this game would have got moved or even flexed is if, there was, 4 to 5 feet of snow on that stadium field. And here we go as Cook gets it right side. Nice little catch here for 13 yards. First and goal for the Bills as they get to the 8 clock stops at 101. 101. Says, listen, snow is a part of football. When the schedule came out, both teams knew that snow was a possibility in this game, without a doubt. Actually, Buffalo's behind as far as snow. There should have been snow on the field here for the last 3 weeks. So fortunately for the teams that came and played in Buffalo, you got lucky because, there's storms that hit in October and we're all the way here in December without much snow. And Cook's going to take it here for about 4, maybe, as is now second and goal. Hate how people are still going to blame Bills and blame it on the 49ers missing players, double standards. Discredit the Bills and say, oh, well, the Bills only beat the 49ers because Bosa and Ayuk weren't out there. Or McCaffrey wasn't out there, so that's the only reason why the Bills won. A win's a win, though, right? Nobody says anything when you win the Super Bowl. Doesn't matter if you won it by a point. Doesn't matter if you won it by a field goal. You win the Super Bowl, nobody says anything. But the funny thing about it, too, is we do know that there's certain teams where they're highly critiqued, and no matter what they do, it doesn't matter if they win. It's kind of funny. But here we go. Second and goal. It's 29 degrees. Wind chill obviously making it colder. 53 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Play action. Allen looking, throws high, end zone, incomplete. And that'll take us to third and goal, 47 seconds on the clock here. So, as far as the Bills, what you want to do right now is obviously keep the clock going because you don't want to give them much time to potentially score. And you also want to put this in the end zone. So you're going to have to draw something up here. I would potentially say, toss right side, try and get to that goal line or score. But just don't put yourself in a situation to where you got to kick a field goal, the clock stops, and then you allow them so much time on that clock with their 2 timeouts. Here we go. Allen takes a snap, pressure, looking, throws, end zone, and that is caught. Mac Hollins, touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. Little high throw, 50-50 ball. Okay. I'm liking it. And that's just the trust that Allen put in Mac Hollins. Like, I know that you're going to catch this ball. I know that I can throw it up there and you're going to bring it down. And he does just that, right on the edge, right on the money. And Mac Hollins comes down with it, 2 feet, An extra point is good. So there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Bills up. It's 21-3. 21-3. Says Matt Collins needs to buy some shoes. Let Tarzan be Tarzan. He's always injured, but he's running back, and they don't normally last as long as him. I agree. Matt says it's over. San Francisco is too banged up to come back. Listen, what does next man up mean? Right? What does next man up mean? If you have to rely solely on your starters and you have this roster full of first string, second string, and third string, what does that say about your ability to recruit and management, and your GM's able to pick up solid players who can step up when your stars are down? What does that say? Shout out to you, Kirsten. We got to put that on a t-shirt. Let him be Tarzan. Shout out to Charlene. What up? What's going on with you? Tyrone says Jay held his breath on that kick. I did. I definitely did. Some of you can't tell I'm congested too, so I'm trying to reserve as much breath as I can when I talk because I'm super congested. Fighting through it all. It's been wild, y'all. It's been really wild. Says I've never seen a trophy with an asterisk as to why or how they won. I'm just saying, right? They won. They did their job. They went out there. And then there's always, well, they won because of this, and we're going to discredit it because of that. And, well, they only did it because it's crazy. Can't get a depth chart if you're paying your starters all this money, Jay. I have to respectfully disagree. And the reason why is because you're allotted a salary cap. Right. And this is where your staff and you being a solid GM can figure out, the franchise. And as far as, well, we'll let it ride. Can figure out, your franchise and your personnel. And
finish him.
There you go, Jeff. I got you. Your GM can figure out personnel for your franchise, and you got this money that's allotted for this team. So I don't think we can really make excuses for individuals not knowing how to manage money. I think that's the reality of it. But here we go. So after the score, 21-3, Bills will send it back to the 49ers with 40 seconds on the clock. And they'll start at the 29. First and 10. Shout out to you, Jeff. Let's go. The Bills have great depth. Even the water boy could play well. Yeah. Shout out to Sam Sotelo. What up, man? Let's go. Chicago should go after Belichick. I don't know if he wants to be up there in that cold, though. That's the difference. I think, he's a little older now. I think he wants to go chill out somewhere where it's warm. I could probably see him down in Jacksonville. That could be an option. Here we go. First and 10 for these 49ers. 35 seconds. Goes with the handoff here. Left side. Good. Blocking and just wide open gaps. Once again, clock rolling. 27 seconds. They'll call a timeout. They got one left as they're at the 40, first and 10. Says Chicago will never be good until they have new owners. There's a lot of that, for sure. Go Lions and go Wolverines. How would you like that Ohio State game? I did not have a chance to watch college. I heard a lot about it, though. So neither will Dallas. Yo, it's crazy. San Francisco had too many contracts due and didn't pay enough attention to the depth chart, although Jay Mason's doing well. Yeah, so, once again, whose fault is that, right? if you're paying all this money for your stars, well, why didn't you leave some on the table for your secondaries? That's a real question. So here we go. 1st and 10. As Purdy throws left side on the screen, gets it over to Debo. He'll go down. And it'll be 2nd down, 18 seconds on the clock and rolling here before halftime. If they throw a pick, it's over. 2nd and 3. It's the 49ers, not these 49ers. More respect, por favor? Really? Wow. The 49ers? The Ohio State Buckeyes? All right. Shout out to Carlos for liking the stream on Facebook. I appreciate you, yo. Matt can walk in the snow all he wants if he can play like that. Listen, I know that man. He was walking in the snow? Stop it. 3rd and 3. 10 seconds on the clock here. Timeout's called by the Bills. Quick timeout. Bills, Lions, and Chiefs have something in common. They pay attention to depth. That's a fact. Babs Bunny says, love you, Jay. What's your Cash App? It's up top. It's up top. All you got to do is search up the name and you can donate to your boy. I appreciate you. You're right at the top on the left-hand side there. How about those 49ers? How about them? Jacksonville with Mac Jones? I don't think so. I think I really do think the Jags are going to pick up a new quarterback in the draft this year or next year. So it's possible. Here we go. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 as Purdy takes a snap, looking, throws high, and what a catch. 17 yards to Jennings. He's at the 37. 1st and 10, 4 seconds on the clock. I think you got to try to kick this. That's what I'm thinking. You got to try and kick this here because, you can go with the Hail Mary. You could. You got 4 seconds. But I think you're going to kick this here. So, Jake Moody made it from 33, missed from 45, and here's from 55. Here we go. So, kick is up, and it's no good. It's too short. Not enough power. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We are at halftime. Score is 21-3. That's going to take us here to halftime, quick timeout, commercial break. And I'll be back with you guys for the second half. phone in. Listen. I think the reality is this. Ranch is reserved for salads. And maybe, your carrots and your celery, maybe. But where I'm from, it's blue cheese. And you dip that, you take your carrots and your celery and your wings and you use that for your dip. And so the blue cheese has a distinct taste. Some of you, still have the taste buds of a juvenile, and I understand. I get it. Some of you have, the taste buds of a juvenile, and you have not matured yet. And so, that's why you say things like, oh, boneless wings and ranch, and, we're looking at you like, no, it's the drumstick and the flat with blue cheese. But one day, you'll make the transition and it'll be enlightening for you. It'll be enlightening for you. Shout out to Looney. What up, yo? What's going on with you? Dar says, pass the tequila 1800 reposado. It's going to be a long night for my Niners. I try to tell you. From Trevor Lawrence Twitter, thank you to everyone who has reached out, been praying for me. I'm home and feeling better. It means a lot. Thank you all. Shout out to you, Sassy, sharing the message from Trevor Lawrence. I'm just saying, shout out to Kelly Thompson for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I just think that's the reality of it. You gotta get over those, juvenile taste buds and get yourself some blue cheese with those wings. And here we go. As the Bills will send it to the 49ers. They hit that right side. Plenty of space. They can't stop the man. He's still going. He gets 60 yards on the return. Deebo Samuel. That's how you got to say that right now. Deebo Samuel. 60 on the return. He gets all the way down to the Bills 37, 1st and 10. My goodness. Prince Cesaris has got 5K on a 27-13 score. What? Exact? That's crazy. That's crazy. That'd have to be like at least $1 million show. That's crazy. All right, here we go. We're back at it. As Purdy under center. Handoff right side, maybe gets a yard or two as Mason tries to get the run back on. 2 yards on the run, 2nd and 8 for the 49ers. They're now at the 35. Guys, I'm playing as San Francisco D. I need you guys to keep up the pounding. Will do. Shout out to you, George. Says, go Seahawks. How's Gino been doing? I haven't really been up on my Seahawks football much. How's Gino been doing? Here we go. 2nd and 8 as we get started here with this third quarter. 5 seconds on the play clock. Purdy drops back, has time, looking, throws high, incomplete. That ball bobbled, hit the ground. Are they going to say this is caught? Whoa. Okay. Hold on. Oh, okay. He did catch it. Wow. He bobbled it on himself and then reeled it in. Good catch by Jennings. Pickup of about 15 there. 1st and 10 for these 49ers. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 now at the 21. They go back to the handoff. Mason gets hit, runs out of bounds, picks up 3 yards in the play. 2nd and 7 here at the Bills 18 now as we approach the 13-minute mark. Just dropped Mason too. McCaffrey is out with a knee injury. Ooh, that is not good for the 49ers. So temp 29, they need to show the windshield because that temp 29 don't matter. And here we go. As Purdy back under center, Mason in the backfield. They go back to the run right up the gut. It's 9-yard run. 49ers get to the Bills 9. First and goal. Come on now. It's right up the gut. It's right up the middle. Jam those gaps. Try to break away from your assignments. Do something. Bump them. I don't know. But this is crazy. Right up the middle? Right side, yeah, you break it. Left side, sure, yeah. But down the middle, no. Here we go. First and goal. 4 seconds on the play clock, and Von Miller jumps. I was having a good time. I was having a good time, and now Von Miller is jumping off sides. What? First and goal for the 49ers at the 4. It's all good. Keep the Bills offense motivated. Like, why? You're a veteran. George says 7-5. We left Rodgers crying again. Lead our division over winners. Okay. Let's go for whiners. I see you, bro. They go back to the handoff here. The ball comes out. Bills will retrieve it on the move. Still going. Has a couple blockers. Will get pushed out of bounds, but that is a fumble recovered by the Bills, ladies and gentlemen.
Emotional damage.
We might be seeing a 40-3, y'all. We might be seeing a 40-3. Could you imagine that? 40-3. Bills get the fumble. What a hit. Defense stepping up. Benford doing a great job. What an excellent punch out and recover by Benford. Good defense awareness. Wow. Right at the goal line, y'all. Right at the goal line. 43 yards. And the Bills will have it at their 48, 1st and 10. Newman says, wow, it's a nightmare. Yeah, depending on which side you're on. Listen, this is snow country. You know how the Broncos have, yeah. This is snow country. This is Bills town. This is Bills town. Shout out to Richard, says, got to see the first half of this game. It is in the bag. Let's go Bills. Shout out to you, Richard. What's up, yo? Listen, that's why I told people to chill. We don't need no hoodie or nothing. It's cool. Everything is cool. We'll have a good time. It's going to be a chill night. The Bills right now are just playing for seeding, right? Playoffs are in the bag. But the seed, you want that home field advantage. And so, Billsville, right? So now, right now the Bills are playing for seeding. That doesn't mean they're going to stop playing, hard, because obviously the record does matter. But, right now they got, playoffs. The seeding is what matters. So definitely keep your foot on the gas. Defense is doing well. Just don't make any, critical mistakes. That's all. Allentown. Well, for those who don't know, we already got an Allentown. Super Bowl, here we come. Okay, Mark, I see you, bro. I see you. This is any football fan's dream, right? Playing in the snow, team looking good, doing their job for the most part. We still got to talk about that run defense, but, everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. Let's go. Let's go, Bills. And shout out to you guys for holding it down. 252 likes. The next goal is going to be 300. 300. We need 48 more. 48 more likes, 48 more thumbs up to get to that 300 mark. So make sure you guys hit that like. I appreciate you. Shout out to Ira. What up, man? Cooks County. Richard says we beat Kansas in the regular season. That means we have to lose in the playoffs. That does not mean that at all. This is a different Chiefs team, my friend. When you almost lose to the Panthers, when you should have lost to the Broncos, yeah. When you almost lost to the Raiders, that's a different team. Go look at the scores from last year and compare them to this year. Handoff here to Cook, right up the middle, getting good space and a couple blocks, and he'll pick up about 6, maybe 7. 2nd and 4 coming up here. Bill's going to the chip. Yeah, man. Dillion says Green Bay for life. Okay, Dillion, I see you, bro. Listen, Green Bay's doing good. I got much respect for the Packers and the Vikings. As Leave Me Be says, I just want to see one Super Bowl win before I die. Just one. Listen, I've been hearing that a lot. Hopefully y'all get it. Without a doubt. 2nd and 3. As Allen under center, handoff here goes back to Cook, and he'll gain maybe a yard. 3rd and 2. The refs cheated for the Chiefs against the Falcons too. We're not going to go there. All right. We're not going to go there. We're trying to keep things chill and clean. Says, imagine Tyler Bass hit a 67-yarder in the snow. That'd be crazy, yo. Advantage Santa Claus and the Buffalo Bills. Shout out to you, James. So the 49ers ain't going to do ish playing in that snow. I agree. Here we go. Allen looking, throws short to Shakir, and that's going to be incomplete. 4th and 2. You're at their 44. I mean, you got the momentum. You got to go for this. It's 2 yards. You got to go for it. Get the first down. Steve says Bills a different team also, more so that KC Bills will take hold this year. I agree. Very different team as they're going to punt. See, this is the problem that I have now. You're at their 44. It's 2 yards, and you have all the momentum. Why are you not going for it? So they'll send it, and it's going to be down here at the 5. Yeah, I'm not with that one. I'm not agreeing with it. I don't like the call. You've got the momentum. It's 2 yards. Are you telling me that you don't trust Josh Allen to get 2 yards? Keep your foot on the gas. Shout out to Maddie for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Colin says should have went for it. That's what I'm saying. Not a Bills thing to punt, especially on 4th and 2. Not worth it. It's 2 yards. I'm just saying. You have the lead. You're doing very well. Keep your foot on the gas. You know who wouldn't have punted it? Dan Gamble. And guess what? If the Bills are going to play in the Super Bowl against the Lions, those are the kind of situations that will happen. It'll be 4th and 2, and they're going to go for it. So, fine. You don't do it now, but you put yourself in a significant game like that. Do you have the mindset and the gall to do it then? Are you going to stay aggressive at that point? Because starting to play conservative when you have a significant lead doesn't make sense to me. So I hope Sean is not reverting into his excessively safe routine. That's what I'm saying. Who's better, Rasul or Benford? Ooh, that's a tough one. I think Benford. I think, the awareness, the man is like everywhere on the field, is fast, good hands. And Rasul's good too. Right? Got good IQ, footwork, sticks to his man. I gotta go Benford though. For me personally. I think that one's kind of subjective, though. It says it's like you're in a race and about to win, the other guy's right behind you, and you're pressing the brake. That's what I'm saying. 2 yards and lose Josh Allen for a stupid 1 yard. Listen, if we're going to lose Josh Allen for running 2 yards and picking up a first down, then maybe Josh Allen shouldn't be out there. Because the reality is you have a risk of something happening in every play of the game. That's why these guys are paid the big bucks. So 2 yards, extend your drive, get the first down. So here we go. 1st and 10. Play fake. Purdy throws high, and that's going to be dropped. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Shout out to you, Ethan. Purple, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You know, in these kind of games, you should feel comfortable enough to get 2 yards. But, hey, we're going to move on from it. It's now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 10 minutes on the clock in this third quarter here. And here we go. As Purdy under center, Mason in the backfield. They go with the handoff. And that's going to be, looks like no gain on the run. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Defense need to step up. 49ers cooking with that old oil. That old oil. Oh, man, you guys are hilarious. So here we go, 3rd and 10. Purdy back in the shotgun. Pressure, quick throw, bobbled, and that's going to be incomplete. And this will be a 3-and-out for the 49ers. 49ers cooking with that old oil. Oh, man. Shelby, did I mention? Yeah. Happy birthday to you, bro. Or happy early birthday. Todd says, watching you from Antarctica. Go Bills. Let's go, Todd. All the way in Antarctica. Man, I'm sure it's cold out there. Let's go. 49ers will punt. Decent kick taken here from the 50. Makes a nice move, spins out of it, and will go down at about the 46. And that's where the Bills will start 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Let's go. All the way from Antarctica. What's it like out there? Man. I've seen some videos about the like the Category 1 storms or whatever it is and how cold it gets, like -80, -100 Fahrenheit. Or, yeah. It's crazy. What is that like? Let me know. I don't think I've ever talked to anybody from Antarctica. I'm excited about this, y'all. Have any of y'all talked to anybody in Antarctica? It says winning today, had a condition 1 today. That's crazy. Man. Like, are you guys able to actually like go outside in a condition 1, or are you just like locked in wherever you're at? Jay, the 49ers oil is expired. I mean, if you cook oil long enough, it's gonna do more than expire. That's crazy. Phil should get a field goal here. Let's get a touchdown. Antarctica is a lot like Buffalo. It's a whole different ball game. Ty says you can, but I would not recommend it. Yeah, you know, I definitely, from what I've seen, I wouldn't venture out in a Category 1 storm out there in Antarctica. Looks like a place you don't want to be. But shout out to you for holding it down. Glad you could be with us. That's pretty amazing. What do you? I know you probably can't tell me. I don't need all the details. But what are you doing out there? Some kind of research, experiments? Out there collecting ice samples. Bills should get like some winter themed gear. I'm sure they got it, right? As we're in this quick timeout commercial break. Let's go, Bills. Finish them. Yes, that is what needs to happen.
Finish him.
Army does cold weather training at Fort Drum. It's known to be not nice. Airfield maintenance. Okay, let's go. Nice. How difficult must it be to try to land in Antarctica, even when it's not a condition one storm. I'm assuming it's always freezing there. Got to de-ice the planes and all that kind of stuff. All right. So sure, instead of those booty shorts that sell hot cakes in New York. Here we go, y'all. It's Sunday night. It is Sunday night. Josh Allen's under center as we have Johnson here in the backfield. That's going to be a handoff. Nice run, getting it going. I apologize. Davis on the run as he's going to pick up 11 yards here. First and 10. This is a weather guys from Buffalo, so we party hard on game day. Let's go. That's amazing. See, look at that. Bills Mafia is everywhere, y'all. We got Bills Mafia down in Antarctica. That's crazy. Shout out to you guys. Let's go. First and 10 after the nice 11-yard run from Davis. He's in the backfield here as Hollins motions. 49ers showing a blitz. 4 seconds on the play clock. They go back to Davis again. Pickup of maybe 3 yards here. It's going to be 2nd and 7. As says, old oil with pieces of hard French fries and onion rings. You know what one of the most disgusting things is? You go to Burger King or McDonald's and you get their fries and it's that one burned fry. And you eat it by accident because you grabbed a bunch of them. And it gives that off taste. I hate that, yo. They cook that one fry too much. Oh, hate it. Says Antarctica is not on the bottom of the ball. All right, here we go, y'all. 2nd and 9. Little reverse here. That's going to be left side over to Samuel. He picks up 7 yards, 3rd and 2 at the San Francisco 25. Sure, I'll meet you at Show World. Shout out to you, Jeff. Refueling helicopters in Fort Drum was fun. Running in the snow was not. Yeah, I mean, you should probably try to avoid running in the snow as much as you can because it's not easy. I mean, these guys are in cleats, and you can tell it's definitely difficult. OMG, but it hits different when you get that mystery onion ring and the fries. Yeah, why does that happen? Right? It's almost like a surprise that you get every once in a while. As Allen here is going to throw high left side that was almost picked. And this will lead to a 4th and 2 at the San Francisco 25. Now, what do they do here? 6 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. Looks like there's going to be a timeout called here by the Bills. You're not going to bring out Bass now, are you? Why not? I mean, he's only hit every field goal, but they're going to go for it now. Timeout. They're going to take a timeout. Oh, yeah. So they call a timeout. Looked like they were going to go for it. They're going to bring out Bass. Watch. Guarantee it. They're going to bring out Bass to make everybody mad. Guarantee it. Instead of getting the 2 yards, keeping the clock rolling, controlling that momentum. Steve says it was missed from the order before, been floating in grease for a while. Yo, I don't want nothing that's been floating in grease for a while. 4th and 2. All right, after the timeout, it looks like the Bills will go for it. My problem with this is they're at the 25, and Bass has been good. But here we go. 4th and 2. Now they're going to go for it. Allen directing traffic. Shakir motions. Allen takes a snap. Pressure comes. They bring the blitz. Looking high, throws. That's caught by Shakir. Wide open space, and that's going to be 18 yards as the Bills get down to the 7. First and goal in the snow, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Shout out to you, Leandre. They are hoping for a specific look from the defense. Otherwise, they chicken out. Everett says, I'd like to be the next head coach for the Bills. Well, what do you have to offer? I think that's the question that they'll have to ask, to be the next head coach of the Bills. What do you bring to the table? What's your experience? Mike Hunt says, oh, good game. Shout out to you, Mike, who just said that they will still eat the old floating fry. What is called? We're not eating old fries. As this is going to be left side, Allen running, goes in, touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Gets it over to Cooper there. So at first, it looked like it was Allen, but he got it over to Cooper. So laterals it over to Allen, and then Allen that was the craziest play I think we've seen all year. Allen gets it over to Cooper. He laterals it back to Allen. He knows that he's done. He's wrapped up. He laterals it back to Allen, then Allen goes in for the 9-yard touchdown. What a play by the Bills. We've never seen that one. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. One for the history books between Cooper and Allen. And Cooper at first bobbled that ball. And obviously the whole defense just shifted to Cooper, but it left Allen open, and now Allen is wincing, unfortunately, coming off the field. What a play. Score is now 28-3, 5 minutes and 58 seconds left in the third quarter. The problem is Josh Allen's left arm now, or left hand, his left hand, and making sure that he does not injure that further than what it already hurts, it looks like. So at what point do you bring in Trubisky? I think that's the next question. At what point do you bring in Trubisky and let this clock roll, let it run? I think you bring him in now. I think you bring in Trubisky now, and you go with the run, short pass. It may be too early. So I say if the clock can get down to the fourth quarter, then you bring in Trubisky. If the Bills get the ball back with 3 minutes left or something like that, then you got to bring Allen back in and let him, get down to the fourth quarter, and then you bring in Trubisky. I think that's when you bring him in. I think you bench Cook as well. Yeah, I agree. I think you take out Cook, you take out Allen, and then you bring Trubisky in along with Davis for the fourth quarter. Keep him healthy, without a doubt. Jay Tyler Bass got new oil from the store before the game. Went and picked up some new oil. Buffalo greased the field. They don't need grease for that. The ice going to do everything you needed to do. That is for sure. So for the score, it's 28-3, 5 minutes and 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Bills strong momentum, right? You're in the snow. You're playing your game. Defense doing their job. I don't think we've seen, the 49ers held to 3 points in a while. Now, you are missing McCaffrey. That does matter, right? That does change things. But you do have Debo. Debo's supposed to, basically pick up the slack when McCaffrey can, and he's been getting stopped for the most part as well. So, shout out to the Bills defense, doing good. They allowed some big runs, but they've bent but didn't break. And the offense taking care of business, 28-3, and will now send it back to the 49ers with 5 minutes left in this third quarter. You got mystery oil, coconut oil. Shout out to Liz. It's Buffalo Bills. Keep Josh healthy. I agree. So here we go. 49ers will take it here from the 10. Hits that left side. Debo is on the move. Was just talking about this man. He gets all the way down to the Bills 48. 1st and 10. Wow. Avocado oil. Chris TV, we not doing that. Yeah. We are not doing that. It would really, really suck to get Josh Allen injured now. Yes, it would. So that's why you got to take him out. Shout out to you, Lori. It says motor oil. You never see great coaches play like they do today. I agree. Yeah, I think at this point, you got to manage the time, manage the clock. As the 49ers here at the 48, they're going to hand it off here to Mason. Gets no gain on the run. 2nd and 10. 5 minutes and some change left in this third quarter. Says both defenses are playing bad, but the Bills stopped them in the red zone too many times. And listen, that's what matters the most. Because, sure, fine, you ran 80 yards to get down to the red zone, but you can't score. Well, then, the defense did what they were supposed to do. You just don't like the opportunity. But in a game like this, where the conditions matter, if you're stopping in the red zone, not let them score touchdowns, you've done your job. But here we go, 2nd and 10. Purdy pressured, can't get out of it. Yes, he does. Rolls right side, throws high, and that is incomplete. No flags. 3rd and 10. Soybean oil, bacon oil. Cooking the cabbage and a little bit of bacon and a little bit of bacon grease is always a winner. Chop up the bacon, put it in there with the cabbage, get you some andouille sausage, crisp that up, get the little edges a little crispy. That fried cabbage. Ooh, here we go. I got to make some of that soon. I might make it tomorrow. 3rd and 10. Here we go. As Purdy takes a snap, pressure, looking, throws high. It's caught, but very short to Debo. He gets it for 5 yards. It's now 4th and 5 at the Bills 43. Says, I like my oil greasy. Van Troy, go Bills. What up, man? Shout out to you. Soul food must be different in Iowa. I've never been to Iowa, so I'm not sure how they do soul food out there. So I'm not sure. I want some cornbread. That actually sounds pretty good. I ain't had cornbread in a while. Cornbread with the fried cabbage. Ooh. I might do that. Good catch here for Jennings as they go for it on 4th down. 26 yards on the catch, ladies and gentlemen. 49ers are trying to strike. They're down here at the Bills 17, 1st and 10. Watch now. The Bills are going to stop them. Well, Jeffrey says, what a nice birthday gift. Go Bills. We got this. Shout out to you, Jeffrey. Happy birthday. Says, give me your cornbread, Claude. You can't have my cornbread. 1st and 10. Toss to Mason. Picks up roughly 5 on the carry. 2nd and 5. Craig, yes. I'm going to eat this cornbread. Cornbread and black eyed peas. I ain't had black eyed peas in a long time either. Wow. It says, I'm strange. Does anyone else think red cabbage tastes like French fries? Yeah, I'm not sure. Tactical, what up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. So, Jay, I feel like this is your team's window right here this year. It's looking good. It's looking good. 2nd and 8. Quick throw, left side, plenty of space, and that is going to be a wide open lane for Garendo. 15 yards. 49ers will score a touchdown, and it is now, pinning the extra point, 28-9. So, 2:54 on the clock. You need Allen to come back in. He does have that hand hurting. You don't want things to get a little dicey now. Extra point is up. It's good. Got ourselves an 18-point game. I think, Bills obviously have the momentum, but you don't want things to slip up now, considering there is a lot of time left and you got the fourth quarter coming up. So I think you got to keep that momentum going, keep your foot on the gas. But the big problem is you're going to have to take Josh Allen off this field at some point because that left hand is definitely hurting for sure. Fried cabbage with beets is so far, bro. I never had it with beets. But yeah, tomorrow, like I said, I'm definitely going to do the fried cabbage with the the bacon and the andouille sausage and some cornbread. Cornbread. Let me take out the R. Cornbread. Richard says my bar had a chili cook-off. I voted for spicy chili. It had the best cornbread side dish. That's where the cornbread convo started. Yeah, I've had all kinds of cornbreads, man. And the best ones have always been with the greens. If you have shout out to Renee, go Bills. T Dizzle, shout out to your wife Renee. Let's go. It's always been with the greens. You get some nice collard greens that are cooked right with the neck bones and the cornbread. But see, you don't want your cornbread to get soggy. You just want it right there on the side, because a lot of people don't know, like, if that cornbread gets too soggy, it kind of ruins the experience. You want your greens to have a little bit of the sauce, but you don't want that to ruin your cornbread. And yeah, I'm just dreaming right now. Baltimore talking trash again. Well, you know how that goes. Eric has always thought white beans and cornbread was old folks food, but Wyatt made it recently with smoked turkey leg. Fire. Let's go. You want that firm but moist cornbread. Exactly. Shout out to you, Everett. Let's go Buffalo. Yeah. Touch of butter on it. Yeah. Spread that butter on top. Get that, that nice glaze on top. Cornbread should be a bit gritty. There's so many different, like I said, I've had so many. I've had the cakey version. I've had the sweet. I've had the gritty version. The problem is with the gritty cornbread is when people make it that way, they make it too dry. So then it's almost like the really dry Popeyes biscuits. You need to drink a gallon of water after you have it. So you got to find that right consistency with the cornbread, because if it's dry and it's gritty, I probably ain't going to eat it, and I'll just sit there and look at the plate until I got to throw it away when nobody's watching. So you want your cornbread to be sweet, good consistency, good texture, and not be dry. So here we go. As this is going to be sent back to the Bills here, takes it all the way from the 5 and goes down at about the 26, maybe 27, and that's where the Bills will start first and 10, 2 minutes and change on the clock. Everyone else on the Lions, my daddy drives a turkey. All right. Honey butter keeps it moist. Okay. Just like pie, if you can't cook a pie, then stay out of my kitchen. Shout out to you, Fuentes. Let's go, yo. Good to see you. I was born in Macon, Georgia, and my stepdad looked like Colonel Sanders, rest in peace, but that man could cook. All right. Out in Macon, Georgia. First and 10. Listen, I was going to make a joke. I'm not going to do it. It had nothing to do with Macon. Some of you may know where I was going to go with it, but I'm not doing it. Got to keep it PG tonight. As a handoff here to Cook, that's going to be a loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. What you know about the South meat, Jay? My granny, only one I knew brought it. I don't know nothing about the South meat. Sam, I think you know where I was going to go with that. But here we go, 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. As Allen directing traffic, Mac Hollins motions. 8 seconds on the play clock, 2 minutes on the game clock. As Allen takes a snap here, quick throw, and that is caught by Cooper. Pick up a 5 yards. It's now 3rd and 6. Shout out to Ryan, says, I just got here. How's the defense playing? I mean, for the most part, not bad. Not bad. I do think, the red zone defense has been great, even though the run defense has been pretty bad. Offense been clicking. So for the most part, the Bills have been doing their job. Without a doubt. Hoghead cheese. Yo, I got to call my pops when this is over. Yo, my pops eats hoghead cheese to this day. 3rd and 6. Here we go. As Allen throws left side, that's going to be high, and no, they'll say it's incomplete. 3rd and 6, incomplete. That's going to lead to a 4th down. Bills will come off the field. You can do left or right all week if you want. Here we play ball. Hoghead cheese is great. Yeah, I mean, I've never been a fan. Here we go. As the Bills will send it to the 49ers with 43 seconds and change. And there's a lot of time left. As this is taken here from the 10. Finds some space. Gets hit out of bounds. 49ers will take it at the 23. 1st and 10. Louisiana-style gumbo. Okay. Bills need to stop the monstrous runs. That's a fact. I like cheese, but I think yogurt is disgusting. It's interesting. All right. A lateral or pitchback is nor a pass reception. Really? I got to go look at that. Somebody tell me the theory behind that. How is that considered a receiving touchdown by Josh Allen, as TV announcer said? False. He received a pitchback or a lateral. You still had to catch the ball, though, right? It's tossed to you. Is it because is it because you're in front of the line of scrimmage? Is that why it would be a reception? This is interesting. I got to go read upon my rules as far as that goes, because it would make sense if you're behind the line of scrimmage that it wouldn't count as a reception. But if you're forward the line, I would think it would. But here we go. 1st and 10. As Purdy takes a snap, pressure comes, high throw, incomplete. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Says they're trying to give them a chance, Jay. Nah. I think 18 points, right? You gotta score 3 times in the next quarter. I mean, you'd be talking about a complete meltdown, and somebody knock on some wood, because I got some over here, because that'd be absolutely insane. Here we go. Handoff here, run for maybe 3, as it's now 3rd and about 7. You can't forward lateral. Backward lateral is considered a loose ball, more of a catch. That's why the play continues. Yeah, so is it considered a reception? That's the question. As we're going to run this down here to the 4th quarter. So we're going to time out, quick commercial break. They'll bring him in now. They elevated the other quarterback 3 from practice squad today, so they might have figured his hand would bother him in the cold. So Allen has been wincing due to that hand. We're heading into the 4th quarter. The question is, do they take him out, bring somebody else in, or do they keep him in for a little while and then bring him out? I think you got to bring him out. Quick shout out to Bone Digger 545 for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. A pitchback behind the line is not counted as a reception, at least in fantasy. Yeah, but he was in front of the line. So I think that's what's in question, because he was in front of the line when it happened. So does it count as a reception? So I'm glad his left hand, though, and not his right. It's probably slushy on the ground, without a doubt. Went by a little harder from that half control of the ball. I can't see it. Hasn't the hand been an issue for a while? It was the wrist, but now it's showing on the face. That's what makes it different. T. Dizzle says, I had to mute Collinsworth and Tarico and turn you up. Those guys are in love with the 49ers. He said, I'm in love with the 49ers. Listen, it's funny because when you listen to certain commentators, you can tell they're biased, which is really wild because those guys get paid millions of dollars. And you would think that, them being in a professional setting and they do this professionally, that they wouldn't be biased, but you can definitely tell when some are for sure. And the lateral in Music City Miracle against us wasn't a reception or a pass. It was a lateral. Y'all remember that? Okay. Says maybe put in Frank Reich to spell Allen. Says put some snow. Put some snow on it. Yeah, put some snow on it. This commentator isn't biased. Which one are you talking about? Which commentator? I know you ain't talking about me, Tom. I mean, I don't get paid millions of dollars to be unbiased, because if I did, I'd be the best unbiased commentator in the world. This is evidently the official scoring on Allen's touchdown to Amari Cooper. Pass from Josh Allen, lateral to Josh Allen for a 7-yard touchdown. Yeah, so it doesn't count as a reception, which doesn't make sense then. Says they gave him the reception padding numbers. That's crazy. Okay. So they gave him the reception for it. All right. 3rd and 5. As this pass is thrown, and that may be a fumble. This may be a fumble. Bills will recover here. It looks like refs are trying to wave it incomplete, but it looks like that's a fumble. I think that ball was hit out of his hands, and we're going to see what they call here. It says it's sport entertainment, so if they do anything that increases viewership, they're doing their job. Am I remembering right? Titans forward lateral. Forward lateral, and they're letting it go. The Brady rule. Challenge flag definitely coming out on this one for sure. I think it's a fumble though. I definitely think it's a fumble. It says only 2 things that come out of San Fran: homeless, and the other is not good football players. Wow. Richard reaching deep in the hate bag. It's like in the hate bag. All right. So they're not going to throw the flag? All right. They don't. What are we doing here? So the refs throw a flag. Okay, what's going on? So 2 men on the field? Okay, so the refs throw the flag. 2 men on the field for San Francisco. And it's going to be 1st and 5 now for the Bills. Everett says, run the ball. That's all you got to do. Right? You want to make sure that Allen is not in a position where he's got to throw, obviously. And he's not going to put too much strain on that hand the longer he stays out there. Snow's definitely coming down heavy now again. And I could definitely see them going for the run. So here we go. 1st and 10. Or 1st and 5, rather. After the penalty, Cook in the backfield. They go with the handoff. As Cook picks up maybe a yard, and clock will roll. Refs get challenge flags now. Shout out to you, David. I appreciate you, bro, for liking the stream. I mean, like I said, I definitely seen him fumble it, so it wouldn't have made sense for Shanahan to throw that challenge flag. So here we go. So Bills 9-2, Pittsburgh 9-3, Texans 8-5, wild card Chargers, Ravens, and the Broncos. Very interesting. As we're getting to these later weeks, 2nd and 9, Allen takes a snap, looking, throws middle. That's caught by Knox in traffic, 17 yards first and goal. I didn't expect him to throw, and he's out there throwing that rock as they're now at the 7, first and goal, 14 minutes on the clock and rolling in this fourth quarter. Yeah, like I said, I get why he's out there, but I think you want to take him out sooner rather than later. I think you score here, you take Allen out, and you let Trubisky, as Knox is making a snow angel, first and goal. Yeah, you score here, you take Allen out, and you let Trubisky finish it. As Cook bouncing off of his offensive lineman, no gain, second and goal. Yeah, if they score again, take him out. The game stat shows Allen with 7 receiving yards but no pass receptions. If you can figure that out, more power to you. What? So he's got 7 receiving yards but no pass receptions? Make sense. Because how can it be a reception, or how can you have receiving yards but not have a reception? Very interesting. Here we go, second and goal. 5 seconds on the play clock. Shakir motions. Allen takes a snap. Looking, steps up, rolls right, fakes the throw, easy, walk in, touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to be Allen's second touchdown of the evening. Beautiful. Listen, I think what you're seeing now is Allen coming into his own, right? Comfortable in his element, being out there, having fun. And that's what we talked about. Having fun, playing your game, not taking it overly serious, and doing your job. And that's exactly what we've seen from Josh Allen today. So kudos to him. Give that man a round of applause. Score is now 35-10. Go Bills. Go Bills. Quick little timeout, commercial break. As the Bills are up 25 points. 25 points. Oh, man, shout out to Bob. Says, I love your streams, man. Keep up. Keep the work up. Go Bills. Bob, listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all. I'm not even giving y'all 100%. I'm really not. Some of you know that I'm sick. Some of you can tell by my voice. I'm on like 60% right now. So I do appreciate you guys. Quick timeout, commercial break. Without a doubt. Nathan says, where you get that hat from? I'm going to say the same thing I said earlier. I'm not naming the company because they do not sponsor the channel yet. But it is a large hat brand, the largest hat brand in the world. Do with that what you will. Shout out to Jose Reyes says, let's go Buffalo Bills. Win, Jose Reyes. Shout out to you, Jose. I think a big question right now is this. Does Josh Allen deserve the MVP? Yes, no, hashtag it. If you say no, just drop your reason why. And we'll talk about it. Does Josh Allen deserve MVP? I'm almost there. I'm almost ready to say yes. I feel good about it. I'm almost there. I feel really good about it. I think that he's taken what was given to him. Everyone had written the Bills off of having a terrible season. And he was able, as this ball comes out, and it looks like the Bills will recover another fumble, ladies and gentlemen.
Emotional damage.
And the Bills will get another fumble. I called 40 points, didn't I? I said 40 points. I said it. I called 40 points. 2 touchdowns. Who else has matched that this week? That poor boy has deserved it from the start. Yes. Says, come on, most MVP. Okay. I think it's very appropriate to give someone who's not only put in the work and the effort and changed the whole narrative for this franchise this season after losing who everyone thought was his best wide receiver, also giving up a great receiver that he had chemistry with, and then starting off fresh and anew. I do think that he deserves MVP, without a doubt. I think this is a new door that the Bills franchise is walking into. It has been an uphill battle, and they're still going uphill, right? You still got the playoffs. You still got to get to the championship and then potentially get to the Super Bowl. But at this moment, when you look at Josh Allen and when you look at everything that he's put into the game, the blood, sweat, tears, defying all the naysayers, defying everyone that said that he wouldn't be great, you have to give that man the MVP. You have to give it to him. Shout out to you, Majors. What up, yo? Philly in the building. Let's go. Amelia says, how's it going, Jay? Hope you're feeling better. Your Bills are playing good football. The 49ers are done this season. Bob, I'm not sure. I thought he would be back this week, so maybe next week. Was Diggs a chemistry problem for Buffalo? Yes. Diggs was a locker room cancer. I dropped a whole video about it. I think he took away from what the team needed. I think he, sucked the room dry of oxygen. And unfortunately, it was all about him. And so now you take this team that Allen has now, and it's a team game. It's a team effort. The morale's at an all-time high. No one's saying I'm not getting the ball enough. Nobody's complaining about not winning. Everybody's going out there and doing their job. Everybody's eating. And they understand that there's a common goal and a common objective and what needs to be done. So when you ask the question, is Josh Allen better off without Diggs? It's going to be a resounding yes. Without a doubt. Gabel says, I would like to see Bass try a field goal in the snow just because. Like a 40-yarder. Okay. Bob says, if I had the money, Jay, I would have donated by now, but I'm kind of broke, to be honest. But I've been watching your streams since almost the start. Love them. Keep going. Go Bills. Bob, listen, I'm not worried about money. I do okay. I appreciate everything you guys can do. If you can't do anything, I'm just glad that you guys are here. You all know that. If you've been rocking with me long enough, you know. Shout out to you, bro. Here we go. Right side run. Trubisky is now in. We called it. That's what needed to happen. Bills scored. Allen out. Trubisky is in. There is a flag down on the field holding on the Bills. Is going to bring them back to the 41. First and 20. Says I would like. Oh yeah, I already read that one. Bills will score another touchdown. I agree. This Bills team is doing more with less. And sometimes you need that, right? Some of these teams, they have all the talent and all the individuals, and they can't go out there and win. Look at Dallas. What's going on with Dallas? All those superstars on offense and defense, and look at what they're doing. Look at the Bengals. Very interesting. Here we go, 1st and 20. Handoff here, as that's going to be a nice pickup here for Davis. 9 yards in the carry. 2nd and 11 at the San Francisco 32. And then less is more, right? You look at the Steelers. How good they're doing. Shout out to Magus. You know what? I figured you were going to say something. I knew it, Magus. You being a Philly boy, you was going to come in here and say something about those Eagles. How about a real conversation about MVP Barkley versus Allen? You know what's funny? I could say this. If Barkley is able to beat Dickerson's record, it should be between him and Allen. The Eagles have a stacked team. They got a stacked team. Great squad. Jalen Hurts looking at Barkley like he's the love of his life. So I think Barkley has to break a big seasonal record. One for the history books that puts him in the conversation. Shout out to you, JJ. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Jerome says, read a story a few weeks ago that said 7 to 10 coaches will hear the whisper of the axe at the end of the season. I agree. Shout out to Kirsten. Jalen was fighting for love. Fighting for love. Tom says, bro, Jay, this team. Jalen Hurts is Willie Beeman. Not Willie Beeman. Yo, I got to go watch that movie now. Shout out to Al Pacino. I got to go watch that now, yo. That is hilarious. Willie Beeman. Wow. Chris says the Lions are the only team to be the best team in football. I agree. The Lions are that team right now. 3rd and 9 as Trubisky here is going to go down. It'll be 4th and 9 at the San Francisco 30. So you might get to see that field goal from Bass. I don't know if I would do it. I think Trubisky just needs to go for it. But they probably going to kick this ball. They probably going to kick it. And it looks like it. So here we go. Here we go. I just don't want to see the miss. Even though it's snowing out there, I just don't want to see the miss. It was 8 yards. Just go for it. Now we got to hope he don't miss. Oh. Like, he missed. It went left. Like, why? I didn't want to see that. It just puts a bad taste in your mouth. Everything's going good. And then Bass got to come out there and miss a field goal. Shout out to Charles Nelson for the $10 donation. I appreciate you, bro. And also shout out to Mary. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $5 donation. You guys are always amazing. I appreciate you. At least it's not right. Yeah, I'll give him that. I mean, it was a 50-yarder in the snow. Could barely see what's going on out there, so I get it. We got 9 minutes and 34 seconds left in this fourth quarter, y'all. And Yeah, scores 35-10. 35-10. You got to watch out for those Eagles now. Don't count them out. No, I said that earlier. I said earlier that, the Eagles would be a solid challenge for the Lions in a potential NFC championship. I think, a lot of people are looking at the Lions as the top contender, but to sleep on the Eagles would definitely be a fatal mistake, considering that's who you're probably going to see in the NFC championship. So for the most part, I think those two are definitely going to be a battle. It's going to be a hell of a show. You guys know we'll be streaming that before the Super Bowl, AFC championship, NFC championship, and then obviously the big game. But it's difficult to say what the AFC is looking like. But would it be wild if there was a situation of Steelers, Bills, AFC championship? Wouldn't that be crazy? I mean, I know people want the Bills in Kansas City. That's the thing. To get to the show, you got to beat Kansas City, and that's what it might be. But just thinking outside the box, right? Ravens, wouldn't that be something crazy? Ravens, Bills, championship. Like, we just don't see Kansas City there. That could be something. Like, Kansas City loses in the second round if they don't, if they get the bye. Then if they don't get the bye, they lose in the first round. Wow. That would be crazy. Imagine the heartbreak, y'all. Imagine the heartbreak. As this is thrown here short to Garendo, he's going to lose 3 yards in the play. 2nd and 13 at the San Francisco 36. Could you imagine Kansas City loses in the first round? It would be pure pandemonium out there in Kansas City. Dorothy will be crying. What? No Super Bowl Tay showing? Delayed handoff here, and that goes nowhere as Russo comes in with a good stop, loss of a yard. 3rd and 14 now at the San Francisco 35. I'm just saying, like, all these different, scenarios. All these different scenarios. Steelers, Bills, AFC championship could be crazy, without a doubt. It says if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. Well, sure, but the man, right? The man that you're supposedly have to beat still has to get to the championship themselves. As this pass is going to be thrown to Deebo Samuel, incomplete, and now it's 4th and 14 with 8 minutes and some change, and they're not going to go for this one. They're going to punt it away. That the man still has to get to the AFC championship. So just by some chance that the Kansas City doesn't get to the championship, I could definitely see a lot of crying coming. Right? Oh, the three-peat. I've been hearing the three-peat all year. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, if Kansas City doesn't get to the AFC championship, I'm going to have a whole lot to say. As Connington on the move, he's still going. This is going to be a return for a touchdown. And oh my goodness, there's a flag. There's also a flag, y'all. Shout out to you, Mages. There's also a flag, but Snow Angels are down. I don't know if this is on the 49ers or not. Here we go. Oh, looks like it's going to be on the Bills. They're going to call a hold. It's coming back. Andy Reid will be done. They're going to get Bishop for holding. He ruined the long play. Oh, that would have been an amazing finish. But, hey, still a great run. Just had to hold him. Says Jay, you always have a lot to say. Of course. Always. But like I said, back, I didn't forget about your comment. We touched on it. I think if you're going to put a situation for, Barkley and Allen to compete for the MVP, Barkley's going to have to break that record. The record. And so if that happens, then yeah, I think there has to be a discussion for Barkley and Allen. But the problem is, I think the amount of backlash that would come from that, because there hasn't been a MVP for running back in how long now? Talking decades. So I don't see it happening unless Barkley does something that no one else has done in the last 40 years. So I've been hearing about KC3P since the preseason. Of course. They still have Bass because the guy tried to replace him had some legal issues. No, that was long overdue for sure. Adrian Peterson. Yeah, I guess. No cheeseburgers for Andy Reid will be the beginning of Armageddon. Adrian Peterson in 2012, 2013. Was he? Really? It's been so long. So it's been 10 years, roughly, give or take. And then how many before that? So, quick timeout, commercial break. Bills do have the ball. The score is 35-10. 7 minutes and some change left on the clock in this fourth quarter. Chris Johnson was 70 yards away. Okay. Chargers defeat Chiefs next week will be sweet. It's possible. I think the Chargers are definitely in a better position than the Broncos, the Panthers, and the Raiders. So, Sassy, yeah, Deion Dawkins is wearing ski goggles. Yeah. Jay, what do we need to get home field through the playoffs? Kansas City needs to lose one. We need to win out. So, Bob says, Jay, what's your opinion on spinach? If you saute it and you season it, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So here we go. Handoff here, left side to Johnson. He takes a big hit, but holds on, as that's going to be a carry for about 7 yards. It's now 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Shout out to you, Mark. Says, does Buffalo win the East with the win tonight? I think they already won the East. Miami lost, right? So yeah, they already won the East because Miami lost. Adrian Peterson won the MVP in 2012 for rushing 2,097 yards. Okay. So here we go. Shout out to Eagle. I appreciate you, yo. Much love. 2nd and 3. They go back to the handoff. Johnson, nice little delay, gets a good block, and he'll run for about another 8. 1st and 10 as they get to the Bills 40, and we're now down to the 7-minute mark in this fourth quarter. Bills clinched the East tonight. I thought they clinched it after Miami lost, if I'm not mistaken. So, Jay, are you a fan of the running game or passing? I like both. If I had to choose, probably passing. Ever since not yet. Oh, okay. So they'll clinch it tonight then. 5 seconds here on the play clock, 6:30 on the game clock. Another handoff here, left side, pickup of maybe a yard. 2nd down and 9. So tonight would seal the deal. Okay. Well, Bills are well on their way. As my son is very good at knowing who is going to Super Bowl before it happens. He's not always right. However, he gets close. I asked him how. He said, Mom, I look at... Shout out to you, Babs. Scott says, go Bills. Shout out to you, Scott. Charles' the Spinach is fantastic. Ask Popeye. I haven't seen a Popeye cartoon in so long. When's the last time y'all seen a Popeye cartoon? It's been a long time for me. Last time I seen a Popeye cartoon was probably like 20 years ago. like even just as like a rerun. As this is going to be caught here, 4 yards in the play, 3rd and 5 at the 45. Barkley hurdled a guy backwards. Nobody has ever done that. But do you like put that up against every time Josh Allen has hurdled somebody? I mean, there's literally a mountain of Josh Allen hurdling other players, and he's a quarterback. So I don't think the hurdle really does that. It's good. It's very good. It's a hell of a play, but I don't think it goes over the mountain that Allen has for hurdling over players. Right? Like, I think when Allen's running down the field in an open field, I think like players are scared to actually get hurdled over by Allen more than Saquon. I think that says a lot. Shout out to you, Richard. As Ethan says, send out the field goal unit. What about arugula? Yeah, arugula's fine. Without a doubt. Says, how does Josh Allen not win the MVP this year? I think it's very hard. Very hard that to make an argument for him not to get it. Because who are you really putting him up against? You know, there's no quarterbacks that you're going to put him up against, so you choose Saquon Barkley now? That's kind of wild. As this is going to be another nice run here for Davis. 9 yards picked up, 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 46. Here's a weird one, though. Because if we look at the MVP situation and how now they understand that as far as from the quarterback situation is probably going to Allen, do you think Allen gets snubbed for Barkley? Like I said, imagine the fallout that would bring. It would be crazy. But just imagine that for a minute. Because we know how things work when it comes to Buffalo. But here we go. Handoff here on the 1st and 10. Nice carry. Another 6 yards. 2nd and 4. Clock rolling past the 4-minute mark. I'm very old, so I saw every Popeye episode. Let's go. Let's go. Before the Popeye movie, ever since run the ball, it's run that clock. Run that clock all the way down. And this looks like it will be a solid victory for these Bills. 2nd and 4, 4 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap, another handoff, right up the gut, and picks up maybe 3 yards. 3rd and about 2. They're going to stop him because he should have won last year. It says NFL hates running backs. Okay. We needed that loss and this win to clinch. Okay. Perfect. Allen's getting the MVP because he beat Chiefs and run the ball. Well, you know. Yeah, the hurdle was cool. Without a doubt. As is now 3rd and 1. 2:45 on the clock and rolling. They go back to the handoff. Right side cuts back in. Picks up the 1st down. And this game is all Bills run at this point. We're down to almost a 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break. And that should be it, ladies and gentlemen. That should be it. Everett wants a touchdown. You might get it. Someone's hungry to go out there and run for it for sure. If Barkley breaks the league record of 2,123 yards in a season, he will be MVP. But remember, it's now a 17-game season. And like I said, it's quite possible. Because in the sense, if they're going to snub the man, He's the only other individual that they could do it with. Shout out to Babs Bunny coming through with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you, Babs. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Says my son is very statical. He is brain smart and finally got street smart. However, and my kid would be great co-host in a podcast. Sorry, he is not a Bills fan like me. Shout out to you, Babs. Listen, just tell him, get a camera, get a mic. If he loves sports, he wants to talk about it. I tell everybody this. Do what makes you happy. If you love something and you want to talk about it and you feel like you're passionate about it, do it. There's nothing holding you back from being great except yourself. So I think that's the reality of it. Shout out to you, Babs. I appreciate you. So the Bills are going to run this clock down here, ladies and gentlemen, and that will be ball game. 35-10, Bills handling business in the snow at Highmark Stadium in good grit fashion. Allen, like I said, I think he gets MVP. But we know how these things go. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. 35-10, Bills Mafia. We did it. I hope you guys had a great holiday. We're back to the real world. Next week, vacation is over. But we'll see you guys, as usual, dropping the content like we always do. Shout out to the Wrench Gang. Shout out to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers. I appreciate you all. Christmas is coming up. All these holidays, New Year's, all that good stuff. If I don't see you guys, which I know I will, but if I don't, make sure you guys have a great holiday. Be safe out there. And enjoy yourself and enjoy your week. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have yourself a good night, y'all. Shout out to you, Bills Mafia. We got another one. And we're almost there. We are almost there. Peace out.